the YouTube stream, right? So you can answer questions.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do that. Let's see here.
All right, we should be on right now, man.
No fuck. I don't see it.
Well, we are on. Hey, I forgot to put on my shorts. I'm still in my boxers. How embarrassing. Oh my God. Let me go put on my shorts because this is embarrassing.
Shit. Hello, everybody. You out there in YouTube lands?
All right, everybody. I'm about to put on my shorts because it's very embarrassing being in my boxers.
Where are we at? Okay, hold on. I think I see us.
Look, I'm disappearing. What the hell's happening?
All right. I got it now.
Yeah, I'm putting on my shorts so you don't see me in my boxers.
Nice Metallica shirt. Did you get that at Hot Topic?
I got this at the show, man.
At the good show?
The Marsha Zazula thing. You see the back? Nice. It says All for One, like the original album.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Burp. Right on. Let's see who we got here. I see some Scribble.
Scribble.
I see Kyron, Vincent Longo, Michael Lynch.
I got something to say to Scribble.
Uh-oh. What's that?
Limp Bizkit is the greatest band ever.
That's wiggity wiggity whack.
I got to tell you something, Ian. Something
that
you don't agree with me on, but you are wrong. All right, you ready?
What's that?
Limp Bizkit did a better cover of Behind the Blue Eyes than The Who.
Yeah, no.
No, they did. Listen to me.
I heard that shit. It sucks.
No. Oh, I didn't think you heard it. That's why I was trying to convince you. It was.
Yeah.
Since you heard it, then I understand how you think it sucks balls.
All right. Who else? Oh, Hannah Montana's here. Mick Sorley.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah. Hannah Montana Hales.
All right.
Future Squash.
Yeah, I like that dude.
Purple Floyd.
Yeah, Purple Floyd. That's a mix of Deep Purple and Pink Floyd.
Vincent Longo loves my background. Yeah. Learning about Cuba and eating some food.
Yeah. A movie before 84, thank you.
Kicks ass. Be Cool or Be podcast out.
That's Al Horta. Al Horta.
Yeah. I was talking to Al. We got to get him on the show.
All right. He's been on Almost Human Live.
Right. Yeah, I was on there. But I want to talk to him about his porn career, before he was podcasting and stuff. You ever seen his?
No, I was not aware he made porn.
Yeah, he's got some shit. It's on the dark web, man. He goes by Hog Leg Horta.
What kind of porn is it? Because if it's gay porn, I don't want to see it.
Oh, never mind that. So Purple Floyd. The purple part is actually Stone Temple Pilots album. Deep Purple works too.
Boo,
hey,
boo,
Purple's awesome. I love it. Don't listen
Floyd,
to him.
Pink Floyd.
He likes Limp Bizkit.
Hey, the song Vaseline from Stone Temple Pilots, I really like.
That's right.
I don't say that a lot about bands I hate. That's a band I don't like that has a kick-ass song.
Hey, that reminds me, Vaseline. That's what Mark Allen Taylor's not going to use when he puts his foot up your ass.
By the way, Mark, I told him to say that.
I guess Mark's bummed out about our last episode.
Is
he? And he put up a video. I thought it was a new one. I was like, oh shit, I got to see this. Because I talked to Chuck Charles today. I tried to get Chuck Charles to come on the show, but he can't. But anyway, so I saw he posted a video. I was like, oh, I got to check this shit out. And it was the one from 6 years ago The one about when we told him to burn the fucking Hagar fans.
Yeah, and then he has the audacity to say that video he was playing around. He wasn't playing around, but he's such a liar. The guy's a compulsive liar. I mean, in the video, there's no wink. There's no possibility of a joke at all on that stupid ass video saying that Ian and I are influential and will burn people. The guy's a complete. He really is a special kind of stupid.
I got to back you up there. I counted 0 winks and 4 teeth.
And you know the funniest part about that video you saw? It's
What's
like 6 years old. It's got 10 views.
No, it's got more views than his show. But that's funny shit, man. That's funny shit. I love that. That's a golden moment of the show when we start having people sending us videos of them breaking Sammy Hagar records and burning tapes and shit. Yeah. I wish it would have escalated to like actual physical assaults, but I mean, no. But you know, one can hope. Oh, let's see. Oh, Jimmy James Schwartz here. Thanks for the Saxon episode. They were the first band I got into because of the RMCP. That's awesome.
That is awesome, dude. Yeah, by the way, Jimmy James, there's a guy in Boston that doesn't like you.
Who?
Some racist in Boston.
Oh, fuck him. Future Squash. As of now, what would you guys say is the best song on Firepower?
Oh man, it's a tough one between No Surrender and Traitors Gate. I guess I'll go with Traitors Gate.
What's the one that always makes me think of Beretta?
I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Spectre?
Yeah, Spectre. Spectre, that's my favorite.
That's my third favorite. I love that one.
Kyron wants to know what you guys think of Roger Waters re-recording Dark Side of the Moon. I actually gave it a listen to, like as a full album and shit. I enjoyed it much more, like listening to it in that than getting it song at a time. But that's how Floyd is anyway. Floyd's not really meant to be listened to as singles and stuff. I enjoyed it for what it is. I mean, does it replace the original? Hell no. But I thought there was some artistic merit to it, and I thought it was pretty neat. I think the reason behind it is shitty, though. I think it's all Roger Waters' ego and trying to shove it up Gilmore's ass. And you know, it's kind of getting to the point with Waters. You know, I'm almost feeling for Gilmore. You know, he's really going off the fucking deep end, but still, he's nothing compared to the genius of Roger Waters. So he's a genius, but he's a prick too.
Somebody donated for me to put Roger Waters' Dark Side of the Moon against the original Dark Side of the Moon. And I put it up on Halloween because I was horrified. I thought, this is a great Halloween video because this shit sucks. This shit is so bad. With number one, for a dig at Coverdale, listen to me, Gilmore.
Yeah.
There's no guitars on the album. Two, a lot of spoken word gibberish going on that I can care less about. Somebody with cancer, somebody over here, somebody. Dude, to me, it was nightmarish, bunch of bullshit. But hey, you and Martin Popoff like it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Kyron Colston, or no, we already did his question. Future Squash. Where would you guys say Now and Then ranks amongst the Beatles' discography?
It's up there. I put it up there with every one of their songs, man. It's an amazing tune. Well, I would put it above a lot of George Harrison songs.
Oh yeah, I think it's awesome, and I think it's by far the best of the the Ghost songs. I like it better than Free as and I love Free as a Bird. I didn't really care for Real Love.
I love all three.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate Real Love, but to me, like, Free as a Bird was, like, so much stronger. Free as a Bird was like Strawberry Fields, and Real Love was like Octopus's Garden.
Remember how much backlash it got? It was like, man, I thought Free Bird was so good, but it got a lot of backlash back then.
I didn't notice it then
I
because you didn't
thought
have
I could
you
be
didn't have.
I could be wrong, but I even believe it was a part of a skit on Saturday Night Live why that song sucked so much.
Mm,
Back
I don't
then.
remember,
Yeah, back
but
then.
no, it's hard to say because there was this none of this social media bullshit back then. So all I knew is what me and my friends thought of it, and we loved it, and played the shit out of it. But no, now and then is just seriously, it almost brings me to tears every time I listen to it. It's very very powerful.
Awesome. We talked about it on our last episode that was put up yesterday, and we talked about it late in the episode.
Yeah, like I totally forgot about it in the
Yeah,
news. Like we're getting.
we forgot to talk about it on the news. Then when we were done with the Saxon review, we went into a long monologue of not only the new song
Yeah.
but the Beatles in general. So check out our last episode where we talk about Saxon.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Hannah Montana says, "Hey Ian, what kind of beer would you highly recommend to me when I turn 21?" Uh, well, I mean, I don't know how old you are now, but you should already be drinking beer. You should have an idea of what you like and what you don't like. If you like beer, like beer, uh, I mean, I love Rolling Rock. I love St. Pauli's Girl. They got this Rainier shit here. I like beer that tastes like beer. I like Old Milwaukee, shit like that, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Um, if you don't like beer, try craft beers that taste like cotton candy, Snickers, pumpkin spice shit. And all these like craft beer, bitches, they're all like, "Ooh, but it's got 10 times the alcohol." Yeah, but fuck you. I'll just drink 57 Rolling Rocks. So yeah, it depends on what you like. But nobody likes beer the first time they have it. That's just a fact. I'll give a fuck who you are. Nobody goes, "Oh yeah, give me more of that." You do it to get fucked up and shit. And then you develop it like coffee. Does anybody like coffee the first time they fucking had it? But you develop a taste. It's
Does
fun.
anybody like cock the first time they had it? I know I didn't.
Yeah, no, wasn't a fan. But the second month in jail, you get used to it.
Well, I mean, by then it's like, why fight? I got my ass
Yeah.
kicked the last time. Might as well spread them
Oops.
wide and drop the soap.
Yep. Drop the soap. Scribble says, "Do you guys think Freeman will be back in Megadeth looking like Kiko's out?" I don't know if you saw this, Ralph, but Kiko just put up another post today, actually just like in the last hour,
Yeah,
that he's taken even more of an extended break. The more important question is, who gives a fuck?
yeah, really.
Not,
Enough for Megadeth.
not me. I mean, even if Marty Freeman comes back, Marty Freeman's not even my favorite Megadeth guitar player.
Yeah, mine's Chris Cole. And let me tell you, man, whenever I listen to Megadeth, it's strictly Peace Sells.
Yeah.
Now and then I'll go to Killing My Business, but really the rest of the shit I never listen to anymore. It doesn't have that staying power with me. Where the shit on the first two albums, that shit is timeless.
Well, I mean, I still kick Rust in Peace a lot, but Rust in Peace was an anomaly, and Marty Freeman doesn't even like thrash anyway. He likes.
Gene sucks. Five sucks. Poison Was a Cure sucks. It has shitty songs on there, in my opinion.
Yeah, Freeman likes J-pop and shit like that, and he likes Risk. So I could give a fuck if he comes back. When they were doing it, I'd rather have Nick Menza back. I mean, he's dead, but I'd rather have Nick Menza in the band than Freeman. I can give two fucks.
It's not going to boost any, it's not going to boost interest. To get Freeman back in Megadeth, it's not going to fill any more seats. It'll be still the same amount of diehard Megadeth music. I just saw Megadeth open for the Misfits. This band's been around for decades. It shouldn't be opening for anybody. I mean, who do they open for? Five Finger Donkey Punch.
Yeah.
And shit like that is like, really, man. I mean, that's.
Yeah. They're like at Anthrax level right now, which, I love Anthrax 10 times more than Megadeth anyway. But I mean, seriously, They're like they'll do their club tours and then they'll open up for bigger bands, and that's about where they're at. They're no Megadeth. They're not even Slayer. Slayer had more gravitas and pull. You know.
It was very funny. Back in the '80s, it was Metallica, Anthrax, and then for a little bit there was Megadeth. Then Slayer was at the bottom. Then by the time the Thrash of the Titans thing came, Anthrax went all the way to the bottom. Then it was Slayer and Megadeth during the Rust in Peace era. Then after that era, Slayer owned them all except for Metallica.
Yeah, and I guess Dave was really pissed about having to go on before Slayer during the Big Four shows, but fuck it, if you look at attendance and shit like that, Slayer was killing them, for live touring and shit.
Let me tell you, man, those years prior to the Big Four, I used to see Slayer in big venues, and Megadeth headlined clubs or a little theater,
Because they put out a lot of shitty albums. They're the weakest of the Big Four to me. Even though I said, I think Dave Mustaine's the best guitar player out of the entire Big Four, but they put out a lot of crap, man. A lot of crap. What most people would say about Anthrax, I say about Megadeth, So
I say about both. I say it to both of them.
Yeah. McSorley, Children of the Sun or Spectre? Spectre for me.
Yeah, Spectre for me.
Jimmy James Schwartz says, my bald nemesis. God damn. I hate, anytime I touch it a little bit, it, jumps like crazy because we're slow. Stephen F., hey, guys. Ralph, tell us about the record store you used to have. Thanks.
I had a short-lived record store in Flagler, in Miami, Southwest. It was really my brother and his wife, then wife, opened the store. I worked in it. It was in the middle of, Cuban town. I couldn't sell metal for the life of me. But that's where I met my friend Holy George, who I'm still friends with today. He was a little kid. He came in my store and he goes, hey, man, do you have The Legacy by Testament? And I was like, all right, a metalhead, because he had short hair then,
Yeah.
And that guy grew up to hate Testament. He was the first guy I knew in the 80s that hated Metallica. Before it was cool. He was, I didn't know not one person that hated Metallica in the 80s. And this is like Master of Puppets time. He hated Metallica. He told me, which is ironic because it's my favorite song. He said the only song Metallica did that was good was Orion. And I was like, oh, that's my favorite Metallica song. But no, it's not the only one they did that was good. But and it was short-lived. It wasn't selling well. We were losing money. I did purchase a lot of metal albums, man, for the store. Didn't sell, and I ended up with them. But yeah, it was maybe, I don't even think it lasted 6 months. Maybe 4 or 5 months.
Should have pushed that fucking Gloria Estefan. Might still be in business.
I can't do no. I was helpless, man. I'm here working in the Southwest where it's all Cuban people. And on the rare occasion somebody would come in and buy a record, it'd be like Gloria Estefan or some Latin shit, I remember there was one guy that came in. I had my record store in 1988, just to give you a timeline. One guy came in, he's like, hey, I'm looking for this band. The guy's got a lot of tattoos. And I was like, Guns N' Roses? He's like, yeah, that. I want that. Like, he didn't know the name of the band, but the singer had a lot of tattoos.
Well, that comes into play with our next question. I had a similar instance in a record store that made me laugh pretty good. Future Squash wants to know, are you guys going to go see Queensryche and Armored Saint on the tour where Queensryche is playing all of the EP and the Warning?
I already have my ticket. I bought it the first day it went on sale.
Yeah, I need to get mine. I do believe I am going to go. It's just a question if I'm going by myself or I can drag my son to it. I mean, definitely to see Armored Saint and then Queensryche. And I mean, I know this might be blasphemous to a lot of people, but I'm not huge on the Warning. I don't hate it. But I love the EP.
I love the Warning, man.
The Warning's all right, but I like Rage for Order better.
Range Folder and The Warning are my two favorite Queensryche albums. I like it more than Operation Mindcrime.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't go. No, Operation Mindcrime.
Roads to Madness, man. Child of Fire, Enforced Deliverance, No Sanctuary. I don't like the song Warning. I'll admit that.
Warning.
I don't like that song. And the band was pissed that that song opened the album. They didn't want
What's funny, you're talking about the guy at the record store. I was in Chicago Records, and this guy came in. He goes, "Hey, you got that new Pink Floyd song?" And he was talking about Silent Lucidity, and I was just like, "Oh, oh." Anyway, I'm thinking about going. I might go by myself. Fuck it. McSorley fan 33. Ian, what do you plan to do during the Shitsu songs during Maiden set when you go see them? Piss. Buy a T-shirt. I don't know. I might give a couple a chance and see what they do. I do plan on forcing myself yet again to try to get into that. I mean, I put it on my phone, had it in a playlist. But man, every time those songs came on, by a fucking minute, I was like, next, skip, fuck this shit. It's all about hearing the fucking, the Somewhere in Time songs. But I'm a little scared because they're supposed to be changing the set list, and I don't know. I mean, if they're going to keep, I hope they keep the equal, amount of songs. I mean, I would be happy though if it's different songs than what they were playing from Somewhere in Time, man, because I'd much rather hear the deep cut shit, which I got a feeling they're not going to do. I mean, yeah, you're going to hear Alexander the Great, but I'd love to hear fucking, Loneliness, fucking Sea of Madness, shit like that. Doubt it's going to happen, but I'm still going. Probably be the last time I see Maiden.
I'd rather see everything.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Mark Daly. Hey, Ian, good news. My wife isn't cheated on me, but the bill for the private investigator was $5,000. Do you think I should start a GoFundMe? Yeah, you should go fund yourself.
And by the way, just to let you know, the private investigator was banging his wife.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he told him, nah, everything's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and rest assured, Mark, if she married you, obviously she's not looking for dick. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
It's fucked up because the guy's dicking his wife. That's a David Roth fan. He hates that shit is justice right there.
Yeah. Do you ever go down on her and taste some Hummula Baby Seedly Bop?
Yeah,
you do. Vincent Longo. Favorite new wave of British heavy metal album that's not Maiden or Saxon?
The first Angel Witch. First Angel Witch. There's a bunch, man. Holocaust. On Through the Night, that flapper.
Yeah.
A lot of good ones, man.
Yeah, Holocaust, man. That's a good pick.
Tokyo Blade.
I would probably.
Awesome.
I know it sucks because we picked the same thing, but I would probably have to go with Angel Witch too. I mean, that's a real good one, and one I didn't know until we did the review. I didn't know it all the way through and shit. But I was real happy with that. Let's see. Hershey Squirts. All I need is a cool buzz and I'm fine. Fuck yeah. Mark Daly. Happy 88th birthday to Ralph's dad. Oh, it's your dad's birthday?
Yeah, today we went to IHOP.
Man.
Turned 88 today, man. My dad's
nice.
He's a pimp.
I was just talking about your parents today with my son. We were watching the Raiders Dolphins game. Your guys won. But I was telling him how awesome, Miami Beach is compared to like regular Miami. I'm like, it's night and day. He's like, that's where Ralph lives? I go, well, not now. Ralph lives in Hialeah. He's like, is that cool? I'm like, no, that sucks. But I was telling him how you said it used to be like rednecks in the 70s and stuff, and then it changed and everything.
Who was in Hialeah last week? Donald
Trump. Oh, God.
And I saw him. I went, and I caught like the last 4 minutes. Ah, it's a
Oh,
celebrity. I wanted to see a celebrity.
yeah. You had a chance to take the shot and you fucked it up.
Yeah.
Um, but no, they were showing like the strip, and I was telling him how your dad bought the hotel and everything, and he's like, "Is his parents still alive?" I'm like, "Yeah, doing good, doing good." I was talking to him about Manny and everything, so yeah, weird coincidence.
It's
All
amazing.
right.
My parents are amazing. I got to tell you.
McSorley says, "I love beer, but it gives me nasty headaches now, so I need to drink wine or liquor to get drunk." Oh. Sorry about that. I hate wine. I can't stand fucking
I
wine.
just don't get you people. Oh, I got to get drunk because my life sucks so bad. I got to get drunk. None of you. It's like fuck beer, man. Meth is better. Cocaine's better. You know what? Pills.
I ain't taking a chance on the fentanyl.
Fentanyl is better. You don't feel nothing the next day because you're sleeping all the next day.
I remember I got into like big smoking pot phase, and I liked it because I didn't have a hangover and
I smoke weed now. I still smoke weed.
didn't feel sick. Yeah, but I don't like weed no more. But I'm all for people doing it. Go have fun.
I'm all for
Um,
people doing it too. I'm just against people drinking beer.
well, fuck you. Uh, be cool. Be podcast out. I'm just gonna say Al Horter from now on.
Yeah,
That's a mouthful. Just like Al. Um, says he loves So Far So Good So What as well. Yeah, I do too.
I don't. Fuck that album.
I love that album.
I don't care.
Okay, bye. Let's see. Rust in Peace is very overrated. It
Yes,
lost that dirty,
I agree.
dangerous, raw sound Megadeth had. It's too clean and polished.
I agree.
Uh,
I gotta say, I like side two of So Far So Good. Still not as good as Peace Sells, but it's a good side.
yeah, I see what you're saying about the cleanliness of it, but I think the songwriting that was peak Megadeth. They haven't done anything even close to it since. Not even fucking close. Megadeth open.
You see what I did there? I bet you don't. Because they have a song called Victory where he keeps saying, not even,
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
close to overdose.
That's a horrible song.
That's a good song.
You like that song?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like the album, but I like that song.
Let's see. Megadeth opening for Five Finger Death Punch twice is a logic I'll never understand. Really? It's called money.
Yeah.
It's called paying your fucking bills. They probably made more money opening up for those fucking losers than doing a whole headline tour.
Yeah.
It's all about swallowing your pride and paying your fucking house note at that point.
Cheap trick, man. They say it all the time. We make more money opening up for Rod Stewart and Motley Crue than we do on our own shows. So they're going to be paid more to play less and be done early.
Yeah. Mark Daly says, "Hey guys, what were some opening acts that totally blew away the headline act?"
Pantera destroyed Skid Row. That was a beat down. That was probably the worst one I saw. And Skid Row was still good that night, but Pantera was on fire.
Yeah.
Lizzie Borden opening for Yngwie. He owned Yngwie that night. I'm sure there's more, but those are the Metallica owning Vangina. Can't think of any at the moment, but those are the ones,
Yeah. You're gonna really laugh at this because I'm sure you hate both fucking bands I'm about ready to talk about. For the most part, though, I've seen, Pantera did totally own fucking. Well, they owned everybody. When I saw them, it was them, Megadeth, and Skid Row, and they killed them both. Both those bands open up for Skid Row is like fucking, Sabbath and Van Halen open up for Engelbert Humperdinck. Skid Row's Skid Row. Let's not get it twisted. Shit on my dick. Skid Row's, come on, they're an slightly elevated Poison. Even though I like some of their songs, but overall,
Slightly elevated Poison. Give me a break.
Well, I mean, they're fucking,
Come
they're
on.
cock rock shit, you know.
Seriously, you're gonna put their songs. What song did Skid Row ever write that's like Unskinny Bob? You know,
Fucking 18 in Life and I Remember You.
but
That's just as bad as their
those songs
ballads,
suck. Don't get me wrong;
you
those
know.
songs suck. But Unskinny Bob takes it to another level of suck.
Yeah, but that's why I said they're elevated. They're
Okay.
better than Poison,
Okay.
but they're not far removed.
My bad.
Okay, so anyway, I've seen a lot of great opening bands, but I would say as far as like, other than what we just mentioned, a band that totally killed was Static X opening up for Power Man 5000. I knew you'd laugh at this.
That's a double whammy right there.
Yeah.
And you know the thing, I have seen those bands at odds.
Yeah, but I saw that at House of Blues in Orlando, and I thought Static X was just really good.
I think those bands didn't both those bands have a singer that their hair was all the way up like.
Well, Wayne Static. Well, I mean, Zombie's brother. I mean, he had more of like a Billy Idol thing going on, okay. And Power Man wasn't.
Didn't he die?
No, just his career. Oh, Wayne Static. Yeah, the dude from Static X died. Yeah. They were just the energy and the heaviness, and the crowd got way more into them. And believe it or not, Power Man was bigger at the time and had a hit on the radio and shit like that. But they just didn't have the energy that Static X had. But that'd probably be the one I think of the most. Let's see here. Go up. All right. Be Cooler Be. Got the Al Horta. Yeah. Change your fucking name to Al Horta, will you? That's because Slayer never softened their sound. They stayed true to themselves. I agree. I know a lot of people bitch about Diablos. I still like that album.
I bitch about it.
Yeah. Let's see. John Wilkes Booth is here. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, it's not past your bedtime. He's got to be old as shit.
I know, right?
Hey, guys, I know this is random, but I just gave my dad coffee with peanut butter, and he's allergic. It was just a prank. Now he's not moving. What do I do? How much money does he have?
Yeah, poke him with a stick.
Does he have a good record collection? I mean, maybe don't do shit.
It'd be funny what he would do, what he could do. Like go up to your dad, take off his pants, and jerk him off.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Yes, see if he's playing or not. See if he lets you finish. I guess it depends on your age, John Wilkes Booth. If you're a millennial, do nothing like you all do, and then wait till he comes back out of it. And I hope he kicks your ass. I'm working with a lot of millennials right now, and I love my new job. But Jesus Christ, these fucking millennials. Oh my God. You know what they do at lunch?
What?
They play Magic, the Gathering game.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's they play card games where they fight dragons and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
And the one guy looked at me at work, he goes, "You do this shit?" I go, "No, when I was their age, I fucked girls."
Yeah.
Anyway.
When I was their age, I used to jerk off my dad.
And he's still kicking. Took a licking and kept on ticking.
Yeah.
Keeps him spry. Future Squash. Are we going to get the Flesh and Blood episode for the 350th episode?
We should.
Yeah.
Want me to mail you some acid?
I can't answer that on video now, but looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. Do you guys have a favorite rock autobiography? And also, have you guys owned Kiss Behind the Mask biography book or no? It's pretty good so far. That was Kyron.
I think I have that. It's an old book, isn't it?
Yeah, I have that one too. I can't remember if I got through it or not. The problem is with a lot of these books, I usually end up knowing 90% of what's in the book. And that sucks. I always want to like learn something, but I'm so much of a nerd. I know a lot of shit already. And I've said this before, a lot of times with these books, I'll go right to like the middle of the book because I hate hearing about their childhoods. I could give two flying fucks about what inspired them to play guitar or if their dad abandoned them or shit like that. I give two fucks. I want to go to the chapter where you put out the shitty album and it all went to hell. I think that's like the most interesting shit. Like, how did you either succumb to that or you overcame it? You know, like pick a band, you know, that you love. Pick like their worst album. I'll go there first, and I'll read the rest, and then I'll come back and check out the other shit. But I only do that with autobiographies. I would never do that in a real book or anything.
I really like Richard Cole's book, Hammer of the Gods.
The Zeppelin one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read a book better than that when it came to music. I think it was the best one. Mom Cruise the Dirt, even though it's fiction, that's a good book.
Yeah, but precisely, it's good because it's fiction.
Yeah.
Let's see. JP Bourdon wants to know: have either of you read Geezer Butler's biography?
Yes, I have it.
Is it good?
Thanks to my girlfriend. It's awesome. I finished it. My awesome girlfriend got me the Geezer Butler book, and it's awesome. It was very intriguing. And yeah, kind of like you, I did read the whole thing, but I actually went to Born Again first.
See?
Read about Born Again, then I went back.
That's some interesting shit.
Awesome.
All right, why don't you talk about that to these good people while I go take a piss?
All right, I just farted. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't want to give it away, but I got to tell you, man, it is a good read. It's an easy read, not too long, not too big. Found out a lot of stuff I did not know about Geezer Butler in this book. And, you know, the problems he's had with the band members and with life, you know, all that and the other thing. And very interesting, the Born Again part and the Dio part was very interesting. And yeah, Sabbath falling apart in the late 70s and him leaving Tony, trying to do his new thing. He talks about, yeah, just a bunch of shit. I highly recommend the book Into the Void by Geezer Butler. Where are you, Ian? I'm done talking about this shit. So how are y'all doing out there? Let Ian know. I can't read shit. And what else? Yeah, it's my dad's birthday, 88 years old. We went to IHOP today. And with my family, we all met up, and it was awesome. Then I came home and took care of some donations I got to put up. I got a lot of donations. Look at this shit. Look at this book. All this book, all donations. All these notes I got to take out. Good, I'm done talking. Ian's back. He can read your questions, so I can talk about that.
Hello.
Hi. Give us some more.
I got a question for these fucks. What's better, a good piss or a good shit?
I'm gonna fill my cup.
Okay. Yeah. What do you guys think? A good piss or a good shit? They both have their merits. I just had an awesome piss, but I had some shits that'll change your life. I'm gonna have to think on it. Oops, forgot the mic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on it. Let me know in the comments section. Make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe. Spanks a lot. Got the Getty Lee book, My Effing Life. I know why he called it that now. He says an effing lot. I mean a lot. Yeah, I'd be interested in that. I mean, I love Rush. But I don't know. They just didn't seem like a band that, has a lot of dirty secrets, but who knows? Maybe it's like really good. They just kept shit secret their whole time. McSorley, Silent City is the worst song ever written. Yeah, it's one of them. I never liked that song, even when it was big, and I was a much bigger Queensryche fan. Never cared for it.
I love that song, and I hate that album.
Uh, Hannah Montana. Hey Ian, are you gonna check out the new Planet of the Apes movie coming out next year? Fuck yeah! I love the Planet of the Apes. I love every goddamn Planet of the Apes movie.
You
Even
racist.
yeah, even the Tim Burton one everybody hates. I still like that. Shitty ending, but I like the movie. Uh, let's see. Oh, I skipped one. Scribble. If you guys could reunite one band, who would it be? I'm gonna go with Celtic Frost.
I can't. I can't. I mean, the one band. I mean, the bands I want to reunite, they're dead. Members are dead.
Right.
So I'm going to say Merciful Fate with Joey Vera. Get Kim Ruz back in the band.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I'm
my main band. I already seen Black Sabbath, the original four.
yeah.
You know,
I'm kind of with you. All the bands I'm thinking of, if somebody's dead, even Celtic Frost. I mean,
Celtic
Martin's
Frost.
dead.
Yeah.
To me, there's no Celtic Frost without Martin. You got to have Martin and Tom G. Um, hmm. Is there anybody alive that I give a shit about that broke up?
Galactic Cowboys.
Hmm. Probably I'm going to go with Scritti Politti.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Scribble, Ian, I'm going to be in Washington State next summer. Hopefully, we can meet up and smoke a joint. I can't do that now because of my job. But I watch you. I watch and critique you and say, "Ooh, you lipping that shit. Stop drooling." I'll drink some beers with you. Fuck yeah. I like this guy's name, Metal Hipster 800. What do you guys think of modern rock bands like Dirty Honey, The Defiance, The Pretty Reckless, Hailstorm, and Alter Bridge? Do you like them?
Nope. They all suck. I listen to a lot of new bands, that aren't pushed by Eddie Trunk. I can name you a bunch of killer new bands. Fuck all this modern bullshit. But if you like it, cool. But man, I heard that Dirty Honey and shit like that. That shit's Mark Alden Taylor music.
I get confused with that. I always think of that Dirty Shirley shit
That's
that
good.
that Lynch put out. And I don't know if I've actually heard Dirty Honey. The Defiance, I've never fucking heard of them. The Pretty Reckless, I've heard of them, but never heard them. Hailstorm is absolute trash.
Yep.
Alter Bridge, absolute fucking trash.
Good voice.
I get
on the girl, but that band sucks.
Yeah, no, oh, good, because I thought you were gonna say good voice on fucking Alter Bridge, because I can't stand that dude. Everybody like seems to suck his dick, and like he was gonna be in Led Zeppelin and fucking Aerosmith. I don't see it. I think he's generic as shit. But yeah, that Lizzie Hale, nice voice, shitty music.
Yeah, she's got a good voice.
Ian, are you gonna do a meet and greet with Armored Saint? It's so worth it. Yeah, I mean if the price is right, and
it is.
Yeah, I would love to meet him and talk to, John and Joey and stuff like that. Probably wouldn't get along with Gonzo so much what I know about him, but yeah, it'd be cool to meet the band,
They're all very nice to me. They're all nice people.
Right on. And then I'd probably have to say something to the one dude about Odin, and he might get mad. Odin. I'd have to do that. Let's see. Future Squash. Best song on Diamond Head's Light into the Nations.
Oh, Helpless.
Yeah, I'd probably have to go with that too. Let's see. Peggy, 18.
Peggy!
Do you know Peggy?
No.
Okay. She said, I just saw the Iron Maidens last week. They played Sun Steel and Deja Vu. It was awesome.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I know. I need to check them out. And unfortunately, I should have just went by my fucking self, but they did play a show. My wife had to work. And they played this really cool theater that's it's probably about 20 minutes from me. But it's cool because they show like old movies, like the good shit. But they also have a lot of bands too. A lot of them are cover bands, but some new bands too. But they played there. I should have went. That would be amazing. I'd probably much more enjoy a Maiden cover band at this point than the actual Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong, man. I know they were coming down here, and honestly, I wasn't gonna go. And if they still haven't come, I'll go just to see Sun and Steel.
No, 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 no. This is you're talking about the tribute band?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I would too.
Is our either they came already or they're coming. And if they're playing Sun and Steel, I'd go see that.
Ryan Russell, the incredible Ryan Russell says, I'm all over Queensryche Armored Saint tour. It says the Warning and Rage are my two favorites. Right on. All right, let me get some new questions. Let's see here. McSorley. Oh yeah, McSorley's Eric RMCP, by the way. With my move to North Carolina, I'll actually be able to see Armored Saint Queensryche tour and be able to see more shows. That's awesome. It's great when you move somewhere, where you have a better opportunity. Because man, it was hard for me, growing up around Chicago, where every band comes to go into Central Florida, where you're lucky if they come there, and New Orleans wasn't much better, unfortunately, even though it's a music town.
Ian, I'm going to do an impression now. You ready?
Yeah.
Check it out. I'm Rick Allen. Like that? That's a good impression. I'm Rick Allen.
But yeah, dude, happy for you. Bands play North Carolina?
Yeah, great. Awesome, dude. Awesome. RMCP for life.
Yeah. Kyron wants to know, what was your guys' reaction when George Harrison died?
I was sad.
I mean, he's a Beatle, but it's not like if one Beatle had to go,
Yeah. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
It was, and I was so young when Lennon died. I mean, I understood the impact around me because it was that was big. I mean, not only was he John Lennon, but the way he died. And, George Harrison had cancer, and it's unfortunate. I wish he was still alive. I don't wish him dead by any means. But yeah, it didn't affect me the same. But it did annoy the fuck out of me how everybody came out of the woodwork. Oh, he was my favorite Beatle. Says no one. No one.
Ringo's better than George. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like when people say, "Oh, Peter Criss is my favorite member of Kiss. It's my favorite solo album." I don't trust you. And that's how you really feel. I don't want to hang out with you.
All Things Must Pass is a shitty album.
I do love that album.
I hate that album. I hate it. And that's the one everybody points at. That's the best Beatles solo album. Band on the Run is better. Venus and Mars is better. Plastic Ono Band is better.
Yeah. Actually, my favorite McCartney one is the first one, McCartney.
Well, I'm talking about Wings. I mean, yeah, McCartney. Right. Ram is awesome.
Yeah, Ram's good. McCartney's still my favorite, though.
Yeah, McCartney had the best solo career. I mean, you just want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that's going to say the overrated Beatle is the best Beatle.
Yeah, that's like I'm still waiting for when Pete Best dies. Yeah. Somebody's going to be like, he was my favorite. There's going to be an asshole that says that. And I guess I should say, I mean, I'm sure there are some people who George Harrison was your favorite Beatle. You have shitty taste. Those people are out there. If he's your favorite Beatle, I probably don't like your record collection.
They don't believe it. They're just saying that to be that guy.
Favorite Bill Murray role? Wow. That's a hard one.
I'd probably say Caddyshack.
I would probably go between Caddyshack and Stripes. But I love Bill Murray in just about everything.
Yeah, I like Groundhog Day a lot.
Yeah, no, I love. I mean, seriously, just about everything he's in, he steals. And it's funny. I'm such a huge Quentin Tarantino fan, and he's all about Chevy Chase and doesn't like Bill Murray. And I don't get that. I mean, Chevy Chase was funny in the day, but he had a way shorter shelf life, and he's a colossal fucking asshole. I hear Bill Murray can be difficult too, though, but still, Bill Murray hands down over Chevy Chase. Although I do like them both. Favorite Kurt Russell movie, The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing. Now I'll say the most underrated Kurt Russell movie,
Captain Ron.
Breakdown.
Yeah, Breakdown's a good one.
That movie is awesome.
There's not
Killer.
yeah. There's not too much Kurt Russell I don't like.
Yeah, Kurt Russell's got a good. He's got a good run, man. I don't think I can't think of a shitty movie he's made.
Escape from L.A.
Yeah,
but that's not his fault. That's
that was kind of crap.
But yeah, a close second with Kurt Russell would be Escape from New York. I absolutely love that fucking movie, and a very underrated movie that a couple months ago it got like a new remastered Blu-ray special edition put out. Very underrated movie called Best of Times. Him with Robin Williams. It's a football movie. Really good. Really good. Chris Sinzak.
He kicked Elvis in the knee.
Chris Sinzak is dropping some knowledge on this shit. Some hot breaking news that I didn't know about. You might know about this, but he said, "Did you hear that Turbo Faster is opening up for the Vangina tour next year?"
I did not know that. See, now I got to go.
And I know we talked about it in the episode we did yesterday, but expand on it a little bit more because I'm just seeing some ridiculous shit online. But this new Sammy Hagar tour, let's call this shit what it is. This is not a tribute to Eddie Van Halen. This is a fucking cash cow thing, This is the only way he can get any bit of relevance. If you've seen any interview that he's done since he's out of Van Halen, is always about Van Halen because it's the only thing he's ever done besides make an incredible business decision with tequila. The only thing he ever did was ruin the greatest American band of all time. And people just don't give a shit. And I'm really surprised by the venues that are being booked for this. I'll be very curious to see how this turns out. The thing where I got to give Dave, as fucking batshit crazy as he is, there's plenty of Dave interviews after he was out of Van Halen where he didn't mention Van Halen. He didn't mention Sammy or anything like that. But man, you want to talk about who lives in whose head rent free? It's Dave and fucking Sammy's, because that motherfucker cannot do one fucking interview without Van Halen and without fucking David Lee Roth being involved. Not one fucking interview. And the people who would pay to go see this shit, that's the motherfuckers, Ralph, that I want dead. More so than Sammy Hagar. More so than Sammy Hagar. You fans that pay money for this shit and encourage it. Your death, your head needs to be upon that spike much more than Sammy Hagar's.
That's
much
right.
more.
That's right, Mark Alden poser. Ian wants you to die.
Well, if he goes to this,
of course he will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let me know what show you're going to. That way I can do your show before you die. But seriously, I mean, who would pay money to go hear the worst fucking songs of a band's catalog? And then if you saw, I saw the comments about, oh, how great he sounded on Howard Stern. Did you watch the same thing I fucking watched? I mean, at least you and me can admit when they show like a clip of Dave and he sounds like shit, we're like, we love Dave, but he sounds like shit. Hagar, I love that little clip. Have you seen everybody's been posted on the Facebook page? The Sammy Hagar clip? It's like an isolate, like he tries to do a screamer. Ooh, 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 it just, sounds like a fucking goat getting sodomized. It's hilarious. But it's like, that's what you get all excited about, and then you're gonna see Joe Satriani do Eddie Van Halen. I would rather see any of the 10 nameless guys that I saw with David Lee Roth during the 90s and 2000s
Yeah.
that were Eddie clones did a more faithful and a better job. Because here's the problem: when you get somebody like Joe Satriani, his ego is going to get in the way of doing it, 1,000%. He's going to have to throw a little Satch in there, which I have no interest of hearing. I like maybe 2 Satch songs, and I don't. It's horrible. But seriously, anybody that goes to this tour, you know, die, die. Hope your family dies. Is
Ooh.
that yeah? Well, okay. Well, I should say your offspring. Well, no, fuck that. Your parents too, because your parents made your fucking shitty ass. But your kids shouldn't live to make other kids that listen to this shitty stuff. I mean, you really are. You're all scumbag fucking pedophiles who deserve to fucking die. No use for you. No fucking use.
You're all a bunch of British cigarettes.
Yeah. Uh, Eric, RMCP, Converse or Vans? Neither.
Vans.
Yeah. I find neither comfortable, and they both make my feet look huge. I have huge feet for my height. I should be like 6'7" with my feet, but I wear those. I look like a clown. It's not a good look.
Hey, can I call you Sasquatch from now on?
Sure,
Well,
sure can.
what's next? Give us the next.
Ryan Russell says Tesla destroyed Def Leppard on the Hysteria tour. I totally believe that shit.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh,
They were Def Leppard was good that night. Yeah, they played a lot of Hysteria shit, but they were good. I saw that tour. Tesla was good too, but no, Tesla did not blow them off stage the night I saw.
Oh, dude, Eric RMCP just totally schooled our ass.
Yeah,
totally schooled our ass. I can't believe we forgot this shit. This is referring to like an opening band owning the headliner. Alice Cooper opening up for Motley Crue.
Oh yeah.
How could I forget? And I saw that tour twice.
That was a complete beatdown.
Oh, that was a slaughter.
Oh yeah.
But we'll both agree, Motley Crue had a great stage show. For you Kiss fans, that's the only kind of shit you care about. You don't care about music, obviously. It might not have been as bad, but for people with 2 fucking ears, oh yeah, Alice Cooper killed him.
I thought Motley Crue stage show was better than any Kiss stage show I ever saw. It was insane. The fire, I felt the fire, and I was like halfway back in the arena. And
yeah,
fire from the stage. It was insanely good.
Yeah, I was 12th row. I felt that shit. Gabriella Valentine, is that your girlfriend?
No, Brenda.
Oh, okay.
She's here. She's watching. Say hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Brenda. Gabriella says hi, guys, and rock in peace, Wayne Static. Okay, so she likes Static X. Scribble, weird question, but are you guys into any crime mysteries? I'm deep into the DB Cooper story. I mean, I love true crime shit. I mean, not like chicks do. Like my wife loves that shit, loves mysteries and stuff. I do like crime shit. But it seems like women, I don't know what that says about you, Scribble, but women are like obsessed with it. And that's cool.
I like serial killer shows.
Yeah. Yeah, I like serial killer shit.
I'm more into that.
Hannah Montana says, hey, Ralph, when you saw Tesla and Styx open for Def Leppard, did you think Def Leppard performed well? Did they play any good deep tracks before Hysteria, or is it just the same old set list?
It was the same old set list. They were not bad. They were all right. But, yeah, I wouldn't go see them again. I mean, I went for Styx, really. And I went in early to see Tesla. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna say Def Leppard was bad, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, all right. I saw him because I came to see Styx, and it was all right. I mean, the thing I found most impressive about Def Leppard was that Rick Allen actually did a decent drum solo with one arm.
Bless his heart, he tries.
No, he did well. I think when he was playing the drums that night doing the solo, he was thinking of his wife's face.
Yeah. Yeah, the sad state of music is Rick Allen with one arm probably does a better drum solo than Tommy Lee does now. You know, and less rap.
Yeah.
Kyron Costa, he answered my shit question. He says a good shit. He prefers a good shit. Dirt Mitz is here. Ron Dimer, he says a good duty. Future Squash, best and worst fast food places.
My favorite, though I don't go to much because there's not any around me, is Arby's. I love Arby's.
Yeah.
My least favorite, probably like McDonald's or Burger King.
Yeah. Best, you called a good one. I love me some fucking Arby's, but they're harder to find and they're so fucking expensive. Worst, I can't stand Sonic's. I think Sonic's sucks really bad.
I never been there.
Not a big fan of Wendy's either, but Wendy's nuts I like.
I like Wendy's more than Burger King and McDonald's.
Oh, I love for a burger. Well, I mean the best. I'm sorry. How could I forget the absolute best? The best fast food burger you can get in the world is Whataburger.
I never had.
Which is primarily in Texas. There's some in Florida. Unfortunately, there's none here in Washington. That is by far the best. But like the major ones you see everywhere, I like Burger King. I like I'll take a Whopper over, anything. I think McDonald's sucks.
Yeah.
McDonald's really sucks. Everybody's like, but they're fries. I give two shits less. Everything else sucks.
You know what I want though? I want the McRib.
Yeah, McRib's good.
I've never had a McRib, and everybody like praises it. And I actually, I forgot who it was. Somebody was talking about the McRib is back, and I called my McDonald's, the one near me.
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, we don't have it."
Yeah, like, but McRib is like a good Alice Cooper album after 1974. Like every 10 years you can get the McRib or a good Alice Cooper record. Scribble, have you guys listened to the new Dokken album? Ralph, I believe you listened to it and liked it.
I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah, I heard the two singles and thought they were trash. I downloaded the album, but I haven't listened to it yet. Future Squash, have you guys heard Doro's new album? What do you think if you did? I only heard the cover with Rob Halford. And I downloaded it. Who knows if I'll ever fucking get around to listen to it.
I love Doro, but seriously, I nothing blows my mind what she does since Agony. What is it called again? The Warlock album, Agony and whatever.
Yeah.
I Rule the Ruins. I love all that stuff. Kiss of Death, We Are All We Are, and East Meets West. That album is gold. And also an earlier one called Burn the Witch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing stuff. But everything she's done after. But I respect her a lot. When she came down here about, 15, 20 years ago, I went, and it was a fist-pumping metal show. It was awesome. But, I love Doro Pesch, and she's a sweetheart. What a nice woman. I met her twice. She was super nice. But, yeah, man, to me, I don't think she ever topped that Warlock album that has I Rule the Ruins. It's Agony.
Yeah. Agony and Triumph?
Triumph and Agony, I think.
Yeah, Triumph and Agony. All right. From the Dungeon Podcast. Do you guys like the Melvins, and what's your opinion on the Black Album? I love it, so does Scribble. The Melvins. I am a huge Melvins fan, and I wish I would have been into them more the first time I saw them. First time I saw them was open up for Kiss on the, I think it was the farewell tour, or was it the reunion tour? I don't know. But I wasn't as familiar with it. I knew of them, but I didn't really listen to them. I've since seen them a bunch of times. I just saw them a couple months ago, and it was by far the best Melvin show I've ever seen, and I've seen some good ones, but I was just blown away at their age. And Dale, the fucking drummer, I mean, godly, godly does not get nowhere near the fucking attention he deserves, you know, and the respect. Melvin's absolutely kick ass. As far as the Black album, I take it you're referring to Metallica. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Not a fan. Not a fan. And in fact, I just watched a video on YouTube today that was dealing with load and reload was like the focus of it, but they, you know, it started with the Black album, and just like hearing the fucking different songs off of it. That I haven't listened to Black album since I think we did a review of it with Metal Mike, and man, not my fucking Metallica, man. Not my Metallica by a long. The Black album makes And Justice sound like fucking Ride the Lightning. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's fucking jock. It's Five Finger Death Punch. That's what I think of the Black album. How about you, Ralph? What's your opinion of the Melvins and the Black album?
I don't care for the Melvins. I don't care for the Black album.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Kyron wants to know, what fast food mascot do you think is the creepiest? I'm going to go with Jared from Subway. Big Sammy Hagar fan, by the way. True story. And a fucking pedophile. I'm not making this shit up, people.
Yeah, it's true. Ronald McDonald. All clowns to me are creepy, and the coolest one is the big boy, big boy. That big.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
the
about.
big fat boy with a hamburger.
Yeah. Oops.
I like him.
All right, hold on. Here we go. RMCPs.
Good questions tonight.
Yeah. RMCP says, I talked to Jeff about Odin, and he doesn't seem to like Randy O. LOL. Yeah, I can imagine. He seemed pretty douchey. I mean, if you guys have seen Decline Part 2, great fucking movie, though. God, I can watch that over and over again and just laugh. Good shit. Scribble says, my 11-year-old son loves Beastie Boys and Sabbath. Now he knows where the sample from License to Ill comes from. Awesome. I love both bands. I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan. And a huge Sabbath fan. And just huge in general.
I love three Beastie Boy albums.
Yeah.
I like License to Ill, Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
The one with Sabotage. The name of that one?
Ill Communication.
I like those three albums.
Yeah, that's a good one. Check Your Head's real good too. I like all of.
Yeah, I got that. I got those CDs.
Yeah. I like them all. I would say my least favorite would be To the Five Boroughs. But there's still some good shit on it. But pretty much I love everything Beastie Boys. Zoo Station. How long do you think this version of Pantera will last? Should they make an album? I think it's going to last as long as people are paying money for it, quite frankly. And should they make an album? I that's a tough one, and I might get some blowback on this, but I think the weak link is Zach. You know,
Yeah,
I love Zach. Don't get me wrong, and I think he is the guy to do it for this shit. You know, because not only his capabilities, but because he was such a good friend of Dimebag's, I think makes it perfect. But I don't think he could write anything that comes close to Dimebag. And I'm sorry, I love some Zach, man. I love some Zach, but you know, there's a lot of spotty fucking Black Label shit, you know, and I ain't thrilled about all of his Ozzy shit either. And I don't know, maybe do it, but by that point, go by another name. But I don't know. I can't see it working out. But as far as touring, they're going to keep doing it as long as people go. They just announced new dates for next year. Unfortunately, not one here. So if I want to see them, I got to bite the bullet and go see fucking Metallica, which I'm not that thrilled about. You know, not only that, I mean, just the expense of the Metallica show versus going to see, you know, this Pantera Mach 3. Um, and another thing that sucks is I would be much more interested in a new Down album, but that's not going to happen until this Pantera thing runs its course because Phil's going to make far more money off of this shit. I mean, him and Rex they're going all the way to the bank with this shit. You know, I'm sure Charlie and Zach get a nice little, you know, stipend, but nothing like what fucking Phil and Rex are, you know, taking home.
It's just like Kiss. You know, Peter, Chris, and Ace Fairley got less than Gene and Paul.
Oh yeah,
drummer. They're opening the tour down here in a huge arena, the BTT Center. Huge arena.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I gotta go to this.
Yeah, and they'll probably, you know, I think it's a smart package. Having Lamb of God with them. I mean, I'm not the hugest Lamb of God fan, but they do have a following. So I think it's smart business sense. I hope whoever is like the real opener is somebody that I'm more in tune with than Lamb of God. But you know, of course, I would go check it out. And I've never seen Lamb of God live. They might blow me away live. You know?
I saw Lamb of God when they were brand new. It was like a 3-band, and I filmed it. Back then, I was a bootlegger, so I filmed Lamb of God when there were nobody. And it was the first time I ever saw them, and I remember thinking, "Man, these guys are Pantera ripoffs." But at the time, there was a million Pantera ripoffs.
Yeah,
and they were just one of the many. And you know, I guess they changed their sound later, but early Lamb of God live was total Pantera worship.
Yeah. All right. Metal. Or what do you think they should make a Pantera album with this?
No, I wouldn't want that. I think Zach has lost his mojo. I don't think he's written anything good in years.
Yeah. Metal Hipster 800. What's your top metal album of the year? Mine is Hell Ripper, Warlocks, Grim, and Withered Hags.
Dude, Hell Ripper is awesome. It's a one-man band thing. That shit rules. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have this year's Hell Ripper. I think it was last year's album.
I'll have to check it out.
Because I was friends with somebody that worked in a record plant, making records.
Yeah.
Gave me a Hell Ripper album. And I listened to it. I was like, this shit is fucking awesome. It's total like Venom, Bathory stuff. It's amazing stuff. My favorite this year so far is Ravens. All Hell's Breaking Loose. That album owns, and it's not that long. You know, it doesn't wear out the welcome, cut out the fat. I love Metal City, but I thought this was even better. Amazing album is that, and also the new Jack Panzer album called the Howling, I think it's called.
Yeah,
those two albums. Those are my two favorite albums of this year.
I don't know. I'd have to think. I've taken such a step back from music since the pandemic. And I don't correlate them together like that caused it, but I think it's just I go in cycles, and I've been in far more of a movie cycle than a music cycle the last, 3 years or so. And so I get a lot of these albums online when they come out. If it's a band I know, that I like or something I hear is interesting, I get it. But the reality of me going and listening to it, unless something really grabs me, like I know I've got the new Raven, haven't listened to it. I don't even know if I listened to Metal City, and I love Raven. I don't know what it is, and I would have to say, and I feel terrible saying this because it's a live album, but the one that really makes me go on repeat is the Uncle Acid live album. I thought was just outstanding, and it's been a long time since a modern live album did that for me. that wasn't like a reissue or deluxe edition. Oh, by the way, I sent you on Dropbox. I sent you the Motorhead Another Perfect Day deluxe edition.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, good shit. Listen to that today before the show. Yeah, I think I'm just getting old. When I do listen to something, it's something I know I love. Maybe it's because I'm getting older and a sense of mortality that, like, why waste my time? I'd rather listen to something I know I love. Like, I listened to that fucking Motorhead, and the remastered sounded great, and even the live concert that comes with it was on a previous um, reissue of that album, but this one's much better quality. Um, so yeah, I'm not keeping up with the new shit like I should.
I never changed. Actually, I'm exactly how I was as a little kid. I get stoned and I go in the rabbit hole on YouTube and look for bands I don't know who they are. I love looking for new bands.
Yeah.
And most of the time, let me tell you, it's not like, if let's say I find a new band that sucks,
Yeah.
I'll listen to like a little bit of the song. All right, that's enough. Let me find something else. But I'm constantly looking for new bands, and there's a big rush of new wave of traditional bands from Canada that I worship, like Traveler and Riot City. I mean, great stuff, man. And yeah, I haven't. I'm the opposite. I don't watch movies.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
kind
want
of
to
do.
watch. You know.
I do that a lot with. There's a site I go to that I get my music from, and they have a description. Like every time they post a new album, like what genre of metal it is, and a lot of time, if it's anything like desert rock, stoner rock, doom type shit, I always download it. And a lot of times I'll check out like one song and see if it grabs me, like see if I like the music or the vocals. Um, the problem is I do that so much, I forget about it. There's so many bands, and I don't know the name. I mean, I know the name when I download it, but you know what I mean? It's not something that's like in my brain. And they're not bands that you read about on fucking Blabbermouth. So a lot of times I forget. But if it like hits me really hard, I'll load it on my phone, so it's in my playlists and shit. Uh, but I mean, I have thousands of albums on my phone, and on my, I've got a dedicated hard drive for my albums, and I've got over 20,000, so I've got a lot of shit. But when I like somebody, I get their whole discography, unless they have a Christmas album. I don't download Christmas albums or greatest hits. Yeah, fuck compilations and fuck. Even if it's a band I love, like Cheap Trick, put out a Christmas. I want nothing to do with it.
I like their Christmas album, and I'm not into Christmas music either.
Rob Halford put out a Christmas album. Fuck it. Twisted Sister.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
I don't think I would even bother with that, but yeah, I enjoyed the Cheap Trick Christmas because they covered the Kinks and
Yeah.
Christmas song. Roy Wood. It was some good stuff. I mean, I liked it, but I'm not a Christmas. I do not like Christmas music.
Yeah, me either.
Except with the exception of Mariah Carey. Oh, I can't get enough of that song.
Oh, fuck's sake. Kyron Colston, favorite Robert Plant solo album?
Oh, definitely Pictures of 11. Though I really do like the next one. What is it called? Pleasure
Principle of Moments.
No, Pleasure Principle.
No, Principle of Moments.
I like that one a lot, but I'm gonna go with the first one because it's the most Zeppelin-esque, and it has Cozy Powell on it.
Yeah. Not that they're great albums, but I would pick either Now and Zen or Heavy Nova. I think 90% of Robert Plant's solo shit sucks dick. I think I have no interest. He's just one of those. He wants to distance himself so much.
The guy sang "Stairway to Heaven" for charity. You got to give him that because you know how much he hates that fucking song.
Right, but no, but I'm saying his solo shit though. I don't care for it. You know,
What's
all
going
this.
on? I got a question. What's going on with that guy from Duran Duran? I thought he was dying.
Apparently, he's doing better now, and I think he might be coming back to the band at least in a limited capacity. I don't know if he would tour with them, but he did. They just released a Halloween album that's like half covers and some redos of some of their like more gothic type shit, and he played on like 4 tracks. Um, but yeah, I guess he's not dead yet. But you know, you got to be careful with that shit. People go into remission for a while and seem to be doing better, and then it comes back with a vengeance. So hope for the best. But I know you hate Duran Duran anyway, so I don't even know why you asked.
They suck ass.
All right.
Good
Let's see
music.
here. All right.
I mean, that Duran Duran is such version music that they got this huge female fan base. They're all virgins, even the females. It's crazy. They suck.
Love them.
Hey,
Scribble. Fate.
hey, Ian, do you like
Yeah.
Wham? Are you a fan of Wham? Okay. Faggot.
Favorite bad movie.
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Oof.
My favorite.
Yeah, that's one. That's a great bad movie. I don't know. I like so many bad movies. It's funny because in a lot of ways I'm a movie snob. Uh, but it's more so like I just don't like in between shit. You know, it's got to be like some Martin Scorsese shit, or it's got to be some trauma shit. You know, there's something Vinegar Syndrome would put out.
You know what? There's two movies I gotta bring up that I own that are fucking terrible. Vanilla Ice, Cool as Ice.
Yeah, that's a
It's
shitty
so
movie.
bad, it's great. And,
Oh yeah.
and here's a doozy. Fair Game with the supermodel.
Oh, with is that
Cindy
with
Crawford.
Sidney Crawford?
Yeah, I like that movie. It's so stupid. It's awesome. What a horrible actress. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what I watched the other day, and it's so fucking horrible, but I love it. But it's so bad. Is Cobra
Oh yeah.
with Sylvester Stallone?
I gotta tell you a funny story about Cobra. I saw it when it was new in the theater.
Me
And
too.
you know the scene where Cobra, the car, like goes off the parking garage, like from the second floor and lands. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
Dude, this old lady in the theater got up and said, "That's it, I've had enough," and she left.
You know, I remember seeing that. I think what was that like 86 that came out? 85, 86. So I was like 11 or 12. And I remember sitting in the town cinema in Kankakee, Illinois, and I was like, this movie sucks. I mean, I like it, but it sucks. And I watched it again the other day, like on my way to work. I take a bus to work, and I'm watching. This is fucking horror. I mean, the acting is terrible. The dialogue is horrendous. And basically, what it is it's Stallone's Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah,
Because Stallone was supposed to do Beverly Hills Cop, but he wanted to take all the comedy elements out and make it like a more of a thriller. And Paramount's like, yeah, no, we're good. So anyway, he like redeveloped it, and that became Cobra. And it's so bad. But what's awesome about it is it's like I don't even think it's a fucking hour and a half. It goes by so fast, but it's total like garbage. But it's edible garbage, you know.
A lot of people love the hell out of that movie.
Yeah, it's a cult film, and I think it's because it's so bad. I think most people will acknowledge it's not a good movie, but there's something about it. But I do remember I did think he was cool in that movie, and I started putting a match in my mouth after that. And my grandfather got on me about it. He's like, that shit's lit, dipped in fucking chemicals so it keeps a flame, and you're putting that shit in your mouth, and you look like a fucking retard. Like, okay, thanks, Grandpa.
Did you grab scissors and cut a pizza?
No, but I was watching that scene the other day. I was like, it's so stupid. I keep my gun clean and stuff in the egg carton. Nobody would understand me. It's fucking terrible. And then the bad guys with the axes, like cling cling, cling cling. Oh, it's fucking
Up to that point, Sylvester Stallone was kicking ass.
yeah. But what do I know? I love Rhinestone, and most people hate Rhinestone.
I adore. I bought that fucking movie. I
Oh,
love Rhinestone. It's hilarious.
I think so too.
But don't stop her. My mom was shoot was the worst.
Oh, I refused to even. I'd given up by that point. I didn't see that. I didn't see Oscar.
Oscar was tedious watching that. It's one of those comedies where they kept throwing barbs the whole movie.
Yeah.
And all the barbs weren't funny. And, mix up like, oh, he thought this, but it's really that. It just went on too much, man. It was horrible. Yeah. But I think up to Cobra, everything he did, I can't think of anything bad. I loved Fist. I love Paradise Alley. Of course, the Rockies, the Rambo.
Nighthawks is a great one.
Amazing. I like Lords of Flatbush before he was famous.
Yeah.
I even liked his porno. You ever seen his porno? Italian?
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. He's no Al Horta, I'll tell you that much. Hershey Squirts 187 says, Big Trouble in Little China is Kurt Russell's best movie. Yeah, I love that movie. It. Yeah. A great movie. Yeah, and that's one. I hope they never get the reboot off the ground because they've been trying for years to remake it with The Rock playing him. Like, no. He also says Tombstone kicks ass.
Yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yep, everybody's favorite line, man.
Great. I love Val Kilmer in that movie.
Oh yeah, I love Val Kilmer in just about everything. I hear he's a real dick, but I love his movies. Mark Daly says, I know you guys dislike Sammy Hagar, but imagine the show could be worse. How about Extreme opening the show and playing the entire Van Halen 3 album?
No, that would be better. That would be better.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it would be better because it'd be less desperate, less of a cash cow.
Everybody's always like, oh, well, Gary Sharon's worse than Sammy. At least it's like you're only saying that because Gary Sharon's album didn't sell. It was just as terrible as every Vangina album.
Well,
Gary Sharon even tried to sound like Sammy on the album.
Oh yeah, I think it's funny. You see a lot of these people on the Van Halen sites and stuff that are Sammy lovers, but they talk, like Van Halen is Eddie. And then somebody will be like, what about Van Halen 3? Like, oh, that sucks. Sharon sucks.
Sharon brought the band. Sammy had nothing to do with that. Yeah. It was all Eddie's. But with that, let's blame Sharon. Yeah. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, Mark Daly. You Sammy Hagar twat.
I'll tell you, the three things that you need for good Van Halen, David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's it.
Hannah Montana says Thrash or Die and Wild Ride should do a tour together. I would pay to see that. So would I. I would pay for the meet and greet, and I know you. That's how much I would, that would be awesome.
Thrash and I did have meet and greets. And this is a true story. 3 cents. And you can't give me a nickel. You have to go to the store, change a nickel, come back with 3 pennies. And I give you, we give you the meet and greet, right? And boy, would I love to tour with Wild Ride because I'm a big fan. I love Gasoline Alley, man. I play that. I have that CD in my iPod. I jam that all the time. They got a new one coming out soon. Wild Ride is awesome. That's an awesome band. Love them.
Vincent Longo. Favorite Stallone movie, non-Rambo or Rocky? I might get shit for this, but I'll go with Tango and Cash. Ooh.
For me, hands down, well, I would say Nighthawks. But another very underrated one is Cliffhanger. I think that movie.
I love Cliffhanger.
Amazing.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater. Loved it. I'm going to go with one that not enough people talk about, and it's amazing. And if you can check it out, go out of your way to find the director's cut because it's even better. Copland.
Yeah, I own that.
I love Copland. Man,
Every
De
everybody
Niro, you
everybody
blew it. I love
listen,
that.
the fuck. I
Yeah.
yeah, no,
And,
I
and,
love that movie.
and it's a shame because Stallone acts his ass off in that movie. I mean, he plays against character. He's not the hero. He's not the superhuman. He's just like a regular schmo. Um, but he does it. I love when you see, stars like that normally don't get a role that requires actual acting, you know. But I think he knocked it out of the park and shows he can do it, and he did it in the past, but then he went through years just, playing basically live action cartoons. But yeah, Copland, but yeah, Cliffhanger, great. I mean, fucking John Lithgow. Anything with John Lithgow, except that remake of Pet Cemetery.
I thought his acting in Fist was amazing.
Yeah.
Should have won an Oscar. But yeah, I think seriously, Sylvester Stallone is one of my favorite actors. He's up there with Gary Oldman and De Niro with me. He's up there as good as all those guys, I think.
Kyron wants to know, random question. Wow. What do you guys think is worse, a racist or a pedophile?
A pedophile.
Yeah.
A racist is just an idiot, but a pedophile like ruins lives.
Yeah.
A,
No,
racist, a racist will get his ass kicked if he tries to ruin a life. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, they're both douchebags, but you can't equate someone's opinion to rape. you know, no, they're horrible. So basically, yes, there's nothing worse than a Sammy Hagar fan because they are all pedophiles. Brenda says hi. Hi,
Hey,
Brenda.
that's my girlfriend. She's hot.
RMCP wants to know what's your stance on Chicago deep dish pizza. Love it. That's real pizza. Fuck that New York shit.
Oh, fuck you. I love New York pizza the best.
Yeah. Hannah Montana says, Whataburger is the best fast food restaurant ever. I originally grew up in Texas. Fuck yeah. Once you have it, there's no going back, It's just next level shit.
It's like big black cocks.
Yeah, you don't go back.
He ain't coming back.
So Brenda, stay away from that big black cock. I don't want to break my boy's heart.
Don't fuck no big black cock, because if you do that, I am a downgrade.
Yeah, you break this fucker's heart, we're going to be reviewing fucking REO Speedwagon albums, and I can't deal with that shit. Connor Stratton, just saying. The Rocky Metal Combat Podcast Black Album episode is a perfect episode to introduce someone to the podcast. First day I met Trinity, I told her about it. Aww.
Aren't they the cutest couple?
They are and I am so proud of everything they've achieved.
Yeah, Trinity's
oh my god,
like super smart.
Oh yeah, and I remember she wrote me this incredible letter. I know when she was, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but she was struggling with whether to stay in school, and I very much encouraged her to do it, and I'm so proud of everything she's accomplished. And then seeing, both of them we've known since they were kids.
Yeah.
And the episode where the video of Connor giving his dad, he asked me what
Frank Zappa.
Yeah, I mean I've watched that a million times and it chokes me up every time. And they're still together. I love that. I think they're one of those couples that
they're going to be together forever.
Yeah. I mean, how often do you see people at that age, last? But you do see it. It's rare, but I mean, it's every time. Yeah, it's really good, and I love both of you, Connor and Trinity. I love you both, and I'm very proud of you guys. I think you're great. You went from being great kids to great adults.
Yeah,
And
I love you both too, but unlike Ian, I wouldn't bang Trinity.
hey,
Oh, did I
she's
say
like
that?
my she's like my daughter. Hey, I'm not a Sammy Hagar fan.
Oh, that's right. If
Yeah,
you're a Sammy Hagar fan, you'd be trying to bang it.
yeah. Dirtmit says Bob's Big Boy.
Yeah,
That
that's
must
what
be.
I said earlier.
We're so backed up on fucking
I
questions.
can't, go by questions quicker now because we got to go.
Oh,
Like,
do we? You got to
yeah,
go. Okay.
a half hour or so.
Okay. Best song on Sabotage is "Hall of Mountain King."
White Witch.
Uh, the title track's the only one I can halfway stand. Jimmy Schwartz' favorite venue to see his show, Aragon Ballroom, Chicago.
Hollywood Sportatorium. Rest in peace.
All right, JP Bordone, the best Hendrix type tribute type guitarist, Marino, Trower, or Uli Roth.
Uli Roth, but really Stevie Ray Vaughan would be the best.
Yeah,
I
out of the
like Stevie. I like Uli Roth way more than Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'm not a big Stevie Ray Vaughan guy, but
yeah,
when it came to Hendrix, he had that style to close.
yeah. But goddamn, Marino, Trower, and Uli Roth. I mean, there's no wrong answer. They're all great.
Marino Trower.
What's that?
Who's that?
No, Frank Marino, Robin Trower, Uli Roth.
I thought it was Marino Trower. I'm like, who is
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, Frank
No, I mean,
Marino, I like more than all of them. Frank Marino's like in the top 5.
yeah. Don't sleep on Robin Trower either, man. He's got
I
some
love
good
Bridge
shit.
of Sides. One of my favorite
Yeah.
albums. But dude, to me, man, Ain't Dead
Yeah.
Yet is the greatest guitar solo ever caught on tape. Frank Marino is God.
Yeah. Future Squash. Did you guys hear Richie Faulkner's Elegant Weapons album, Horns for a Halo? If you did, what'd you think? I heard a little bit of one song and I was not impressed.
Same here. I
think it was the vocals that killed it for me, and the music. I didn't care for the production, and it sounded like a million other things that I heard. It didn't stand out, and I was very disappointed because I'm a huge Richie Faulkner fan, and I'm pulling for him. But I think the singers that dude who was like the last Rainbow singer, Robbie whatever, or Ronnie.
I don't know.
Ronnie, Ricky, Bobby, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah, I don't care for him. It sounds generic to me. Scribble, Metallica, Mechanics, No Life for Leather version or Megadeth's version?
Megadeth.
God, it's been so long since I heard that. I don't know. I would probably go with Metallica. I don't know. I like Four Horsemen. I think Mechanics sucks.
I like Mechanics more than Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I know. You're fucking gay.
I am not gay. I am a faggot.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Have you guys ever heard the band Badfinger? They're hugely underrated and so sad what happened to two original members, Pete Ham and Tom Evans, committed suicide later on. Yeah, Badfinger kicks ass.
I own I own Ass, Christmas something. I own a couple of their albums. I love the song Constitution from Badfinger. That song.
Yeah.
And of course, No Matter What You Are. One of the greatest pop songs ever.
Great shit.
And Baby Blue. Oh my God, the song Baby Blue. Woo.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, and it was so well used in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, the last scene
Love
of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, loved it.
I freaked out when they started playing it on Breaking Bad. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, they played great songs on that show. Great songs. This is probably more for me than you. It's Frank Zappa question. Overnight sensation or apostrophe and freak out or what's that?
I can answer that.
I know. Overnight sensation or apostrophe and freak out or we're only in it for the money.
All right, I can't answer the we all made it for the money, but I've had overnight sensation since I was like 14. It was on my brother's hand-me-down. Then years later, I bought it on CD with apostrophe. It was two.
Yeah. When the combo on Ryko disc.
Yeah, and I love them both, but Dynamo Hum.
Where's that dynamo coming from?
Out of your TV set. Come on. Yeah. Overnight Sensation, one of his greatest albums.
I love them both. I just got the new like deluxe edition of Overnight Sensation, and it's incredible. Way worth it if you like those. That being said, apostrophe. Freak Out, or we're only in it for the money. I'm gonna go with Freak Out.
I know
Uh,
Freakin', but I don't know that other one.
yeah, I don't think you'd like it, but who knows? Scribble. Were you guys ever into House of Pain, like Beasties but harder?
No.
I think that's a poor analogy. The Beasties are uh, way more talented than the House of Pain. That being said, I fucking love Jump Around.
Yeah,
Um,
it's on.
yeah, I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't listen to anything other than that, so I can't give you an honest opinion. But I know enough to know, like, Beasties. Come on, give me a break.
NWA, straight out of Compton. After that, everything's a downgrade in rap, in my opinion. They broke,
Yeah,
even though Niggers for Life was just as good. Those two
yeah.
NWA albums to me were like, they raised the bar way too high.
I'll take Ice-T over NWA any day.
I love Ice-T too, but no,
What's your thoughts on modern day Godzilla and Kong movies?
I don't know.
Not bad, not bad. I mean, I've seen them all. Not bad.
I saw the
Uh,
one with Walter White. I didn't like it at all. I
yeah,
like
that was the Godzilla. That was like the 2000s Godzilla remake. That was my least favorite, but I've liked all the ones that have come out since then to varying degrees. I mean, they're not great, but they're not horrible. Uh,
I like the one with
Scribbles,
Raymond Burr, man. That's the shit right there.
yeah. Uh, Hannah Montana, or no, I'm sorry, Scribble, new Ice T compilation on vinyl set is out called Crime Stories. Yeah, I'd check that out.
I like
All
Ice-T.
right. Oops.
Straight up nigga.
Let's see. All right.
You think we're gonna sit around and eat turkey? That's when your forefathers jerked me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Eric Pratner, agree or not, Exhorter should have been huge.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I like Exhorter.
Uh,
Uh,
I gotta tell you, man, I saw Jordan. I didn't know who they were. They're open for Deicide, Malevolent Creation, and they were selling in Florida and the Vatican. And after I saw them play, I went straight to their merch table. I fucking bought that CD and a shirt. Shirt's gone, but I still got slot. Well, I have slot in the Vatican now on vinyl as well. I
yeah,
love the Law. I love that band. That band's awesome.
yeah.
You know,
I,
I don't think Pantera ripped them off.
I can hear a little bit of it,
I can't.
but and this is no disrespect to Exhorter. Pantera just wrote better songs. But I love Exhorter, and Kyle, the lead singer, super nice guy. I've hung out with him at so many shows in New Orleans, and I actually saw when Exhorter first got back together. I saw that first show. It was them and Crowbar, and it was an amazing show. Both bands fucking killed. That's the night I got Kurt like way too fucking drunk before Crowbar. It was a funny night. Yeah, dig Exhorter. Thoughts on Alice Cooper's Dada album, PMRC Rules. Glad to have you guys back this weekend. This is Josh H.
Josh, I love Dada. Dada and what's the first Blackout album? Fletcher. I
Yeah.
like I like Special Forces. I do like Catcher
Zipper Catches Skin.
Catcher Skin, but that's my least favorite of the Blackout albums.
Yeah.
And I love that. Dada may be my favorite one.
All right. Well, here's my hot take because Ralph wants to speed it along. People who say they like Alice Cooper's Blackout era say George Harrison is their favorite Beatle. Connor Stratton, Ralph, if you remember many years ago, I made you do a reaction video to a song by a band called Manacle. The drummer on that song is now the drummer for Riot City. Met him a few times. He's cool.
Nice. I love Riot City, man. That's one of my favorite new bands. They're amazing.
Scribble wants to know favorite Steve Miller album.
I don't have one. I don't own Steve Miller albums.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know enough of his shit, but I'd probably have to go with Book of Dreams or The Joker. Which do you prefer, the Australian versions or the American versions of AC/DC albums? That's Zoo Station.
Oh, American versions by far.
American by far. I agree. All right. God damn it. Did it again. Scribble wants to know favorite childhood cartoons.
I have to go with the Flintstones.
Yeah. I would go with G.I. Joe. I mean, from my era that I grew up with, and I grew up loving like old school, like, the stuff Ralph liked and what Ralph grew up with. Those 60s and 70s cartoons are hard to beat. I mean, I like the 60s Spider-Man is fucking incredible, and all that shit, and Scooby-Doo, like real Scooby-Doo. But I would say, like, from my childhood, I would go with GI Joe, because I can still watch the GI Joe cartoons. I try watching the He-Man shit, and man, Orko just fucks that shit up left and right. So, um, let let's I'm gonna fuck this up. Les Lita 100. Sorry if I fucked that up. Are you guys fans of Corn?
No.
Yeah, not really. There are songs that I like, and there are songs that I like quite a bit by Korn. But to listen to a full album of it, I couldn't do a full album. But I did see them live at an Ozfest, and I was very impressed live. I thought it was a good show. I was
I
impressed
saw
out.
I saw him open for Megadeth and Flotsam open for Korn. And Korn wasn't famous yet. And also saw Korn with open for Danzig with Marilyn Manson. And they weren't popular yet, but yet they had a following, because I remember, man, at the Megadeth show, it was an outdoor show. There was a bunch of people walking around with an ear of corn, like on a necklace.
Yeah.
And yeah, the two times I saw them, I thought they sucked. I didn't like it. I don't like them.
Somebody wearing like a necklace made of corn, I'd like to smack them with a lunchbox from a fucking Marilyn Manson fan.
Yeah, that's another thing. Marilyn Manson, that fan, had these weird freaks walking around with
Yeah.
the school boxes. But
Yeah.
I like the Korn song, and it's not even a popular song.
Yeah.
One that goes, "Hey, I'm coming undone. Okay, I'm coming undone."
Oh, I hate that one.
That's the only song I can tolerate.
I love, my favorite song by them is "Make Me Bad," and I like Adidas too.
I don't know the song.
Josh H says, Connor, you were talking about Jake from Villain. Cool dude, met him a few times as well. Great new wave of British heavy metal band. Then he also says, glad to see him touring the world with Riot City. Bobby87 says, Dokken, Till the Living End versus Lightning Strikes Again. Which one wins?
I'll go with what most people won't say. I definitely will go Till the Living Ends. I love Lightning Strikes Again, but Till the Living Ends. Smoke.
What album's that on?
Under
brain fart.
They're both under lock and key. They're both on.
I don't remember Till the Living End. I remember Lightning Strikes Again, and I remember being
Till the Living End is what ends the album.
I'd have to listen to it. That was
it rips. One of my favorite Dokken songs.
When I first got into Dokken, that was my least favorite album, even though I liked the singles and stuff. But I didn't like it as much as Tooth and Nail.
I thought Breaking the Chains was the worst.
Yeah. Let's see. Metal Hipster 800 question for Ralph. Why did you stop doing reaction videos? Your Nina Hagen reaction was very funny.
I don't know. Really, to tell you the truth, I don't know why I stopped. And thank you. Nina Hagen, I kind of remember that was, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I was horrified during that crap. Nina Hagen, one of those avant-garde bullshit songs, like that girl that became famous because of Stranger Things, going up the hill. What was her name? Kate Bush.
Kate Bush, yeah.
Fuck all that noise.
I remember I had the soundtrack to the movie Perfect. This movie that bombed with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis. and there was a Nana Hagen song on that, and I think she might have been on Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack too. Anyway, Brenda's your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, Brenda's stock just went up like 1,000 points. She referred to the Aragon Ballroom as its proper name, the Aragon Brawl Room, which most Chicagoans know. She said she got a rib crack there seeing Pantera and Sepultura in the 90s.
Wow.
That's awesome. You need to marry that girl.
Hmm.
And she likes the Smithereens
Yep.
and has yet to know the pleasures of big black cocks. So you got to lock that shit down before you lose her.
Yeah. Because once she gets that big black cock, I'm done with.
Oh, you're done for. You're done for.
No big
That
black cock, Brenda.
yeah.
If you're gonna cheat on me with a small white boy's dick.
I would, but I'm married.
Yeah. I'll take you back. I'll take you back if you fuck a guy with a small dick, but I can't take you back if you fuck a big black cock. Not that I wouldn't. I would take you back if you fucked a big black cock. But the thing is, once you fuck a big black cock, you're not gonna want to come back to me.
Right. You know what you need to do though with this fine girl? When it's your guys' anniversary or whatever, you need to take her to Chicago. Take a trip, go to Chicago, plan it like around a band that you both want to see at the Aragon Brawl Room. And yeah. You know, the Aragon Ballroom is where they recorded that horrible UFO album that everybody thinks is so great.
Oh yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah. Great venue, though. And funny story, my grandparents used to ballroom dance there when it was an actual ballroom in the 40s and 50s. It's an amazing, legendary place. Future Squash, do you guys like Samson? Not bad.
Yeah, I like the song "Go to Hell" and
Yeah.
"Riding with the Angels." I like those two songs. The rest,
Yeah.
I don't care for vice versa, and
Oh, I love Vice Versa.
I don't like that song.
Future Squash also wants to know best song on Ice-T's OG. Man,
Straight,
that's hard.
straight up,
That's my favorite rap album of all time. Not that that's saying much, but I mean it's my favorite.
I love it. I love it,
it's
but straight
yeah,
up, by far my favorite.
it's the one rap album that I can listen to from start to finish. God, I don't know the time.
Follow-up was horrible. Home Invasion.
Yeah,
I bought that. That shit sucked.
yeah, I bought that. After the strength of OG and then Body Count, and then I went through this phase like I'm gonna get more into rap, and I started buying some Public Enemy and shit like that, and yeah, Home Invasion wasn't too good. I don't know. I'd have to go with the title track. I mean, New Jack Hustler. I love New Jack Hustler. Fucking amazing. Future Squash also asked Exodus, Persona non grata or Blood In, Blood Out? I don't think Ralph liked either one.
I don't like either of them.
I think I would go. I saw him on the Blood In, Blood Out tour when they opened up for King Diamond. And unfortunately, Gary Holt was on tour with Slayer. So they had both guitar players from Heathen playing. Good show. I think I would go Persona non grata. All right.
You know what? Last thing I'd sweat is a sucker punk cop.
Yeah. Move like a king when I roll high. You try to flex, bang!
Another bullet drops.
Let's see. TJ James just saw the post. Hi, legends. You're so nice, TJ. So nice.
That's that guy that got cerebral palsy from Motley Crue.
Yeah. And still gives him money after what they did to him.
Yeah, after what they did to him, he still pays them.
Hannah Montana says, what's a better song? Tonight We Need a Lover or 5 Years Dead by Motley Crue?
Tonight We Need a Lover.
By far. TJ James, both Motley's rule. Just a glutton. Vince Alongo, best comedic role done by a serious actor and vice versa.
What? Say that again?
Best comedic role done by a serious actor and vice versa. So that would be, and best serious role done by a comedian.
Even though it wasn't intentionally funny, I thought Robert De Niro was great in King of Comedy.
God damn it, you stole my answer. Yeah, I love King of Comedy. Huge fan
He
of
was
that.
funny, like really funny. Unlike those stupid grandpa movies he does.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He got divorced, so now he doesn't have to do those anymore. He was the era when he started doing everything. You know, he was married to a woman that was spending his money like, like it was turned on the faucet. And he even, it's funny that I guess they got into a fight in public, and he pretty much said that, like, people recorded shit while they're screaming at each other. And he's like, "It wasn't for you, I wouldn't have to do all these shitty fucking movies," And luckily, he got rid of her ass. Um, God damn it! As far as a comic doing a serious role, um,
Oh,
I might have to go with, and I only watched it once, but I found it so heartbreaking. I could I even bought it. I watched it and I loved it so much I bought it and I never rewatched it because it kind of tore my heart out. Jim Carrey, Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, whatever. Great fucking movie. Heartbreaking. Um,
I can't think of any. I guess Robin Williams because he was a great actor,
yeah,
but he was a comic first.
yeah,
But Good Morning Vietnam, that
yeah.
was really a comedy movie.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean it was, but I think they're referring to like a comedian doing a non-comic film. But
yeah,
yeah,
that doesn't work well.
yeah. And we're old. It takes us time to think about shit like that.
Yeah,
Uh, Leslita, what do you guys think? We already talked about this. You must have tuned in late about Sammy Hagar's new tour. Yeah, it's fucking despicable. And anybody who goes to that should be shot in the fucking head. And then
yeah,
they should take the gun and kill their family and kill their fucking children.
yeah. Just a
Uh,
quick recap. What we
yeah,
said is, well, Ian said that he hopes anybody that goes to that dies.
yeah, pretty much die.
Right? Yeah.
Uh, so, Death Leopard, stage fright or no, no, no?
Oh,
Bobby 87.
I go with no, no, no. I know you'll go with stage fright. I love them both, but no, no, no.
It's close, but yeah, I'm gonna go with stage fright. I love stage fright.
I love it too.
Uh,
I love Pyromania. It's a great album. Didn't we do that recently? We did that, right?
yes we did. Your pick, by the way. Uh, Enter the Kingdom. Hey, thank you guys for doing this. I have PTSD from the military and can't watch stuff with commercials because it startled me and I need easy stuff to watch. Well, brother, man, thank you. First of all, thank
Yeah,
you for your service,
exactly.
and glad that you enjoy this. And
And
yeah,
now for a commercial.
yeah. The Garden Weasel, available at True Value Ace Hardware, Walgreens. But no, seriously, brother. Sorry to hear about your condition.
Yeah,
And hey, if anything we do helps anybody, and Ralph and I have been lucky enough to get so many stories and messages and letters from you guys over the past, and it's incredibly humbling that what we just do for fun, just being ourselves, can cheer people up, and that's fucking amazing, brother. So we both wish you nothing but the best, and again, thank you for your service, man.
yeah. Thank you.
And
No commercial for you. Not here.
right, but that being said, if you are gonna snap, do it at a Sammy Hagar concert. Because you got the training, brother. If you're gonna do it, but don't. But if you do, but don't. But if you do, um, Scott Stein,
VIP.
uh, yeah, VIP man, I miss this motherfucker. He says, I love it. He wrote Terrence, but he didn't spell it out because he knows how the thing is. Anyway, yeah, Terrence, fuck it. Terrence got you guys back together, and after hearing your new episode, Ralph, it's gonna get Mark and Terrence back together. LOL.
Oh, that'd be great. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it would be wise of Mark. If you get Terrence back on your show, you'll get better numbers.
Yeah, I think Mark would be the one to lose that battle because I think Terrence will outshine him.
Terrence does. Terrence gets more views than him. As terrible as Terrence is, there's somebody worse.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, Mark. You know,
I'm not.
I yeah, I know you're mad at him right now and stuff, and he
Yeah.
said some stupid shit. I like Mark. Mark, you know, he's just I don't know. He's fucking Mark. You know, it's like God bless. You know,
You're an
um,
idiot.
but yeah, I don't know though. I would. I tell you what. I've never listened to one of Mark's shows, but if Terrence and him got back together, I would listen to that shit.
I have a question for you, Ian. Name
Yeah.
one thing that you like about Mark. One thing.
Um, I think Mark is basically a good person,
How?
but
How? Wait.
but
How is he a good person? I want to know how. What does he do that makes him a good person?
I think if you get down to the heart of it, I think he's got a good heart, but
Okay. How? How? What has he done to show that he has a good heart?
well, he's done a podcast to make other people feel better about their podcast. I mean, that's you
See,
know,
Ian cannot answer that question because there's no answer to it. He's a piece of shit. There's nothing good about him, and Ian is drunk.
yeah, that's true. I'm drunk. I love everybody except
Yeah, he
for
loves
Hagar
everybody
fans.
when he's drunk.
Yeah. Well, that being said, I love Mark, but if he got shot at a Hagar concert, you know, I'd be like, well, you had it coming, you know. Um,
I'd be throwing a keg party.
uh, TJ James said, sorry to hear about your hard times, Ian. I love you both. New episode was awesome. Yeah, I mean, just for, you know, so
Let me freshen
people
my.
understand.
I gotta take a piss as well.
Yeah, go ahead. My father-in-law passed away. And he was a very good man, and so I've been, you know, trying to do my best to be here for my wife, and you know, help her out through this time, and just give. Sometimes you got to give more attention to family, and you got priorities. And between that and starting my new job, which I work long hours, I work 410s. Um, you know, and where I work, I can't get on Facebook all day like I used to at my old job. So yeah, just between family shit and everything. I mean, I'm okay. But you know, you got to be there for your loved ones and give them your attention. And I love you guys, but I love my wife more. So you guys had to suffer, but we're back. We're back, and I'm finding, you know, I'm making everything work and finding time to do the show again and making everything work. So no worries. I'm a-okay, and the show's great. I know some people are like, oh, what's going on? Ralph and I are great. There's no issues there. It's just a time thing, man. Let's see. Eric Rmcp. What do you guys think of the band Sabri? I don't know if I pronounced that right. They're basically inspired by the look and sound of early Wasp. I mean, I've never fucking heard of these guys. Are they like a local band, or are they like they have a record deal? I don't know. Never heard of them. But if they sound like good Wasp, I'm all on board. If they sound like modern Wasp, not so much. Um, and yeah, I'll have to ask Ralph when he comes back if he's ever heard of them. Let's see. Connor Strand says you're correct, Josh. I don't know what that's in reference to. Oh yeah, must have been Canadian shit. What's all that about, eh? Scribble, MJ Magic or Jabbar all day. Michael Jordan's a piece of shit. A basketball player, but he's a piece of shit. Let's see here. Okay. Hey, do you know a band called Sabari or Sabre or whatever? Sound like early Wasp?
No.
Okay, bye. Future Squash. I know Ralph has reacted to it, but Ian, have you ever heard the Kiss and Michael mashup, "Never Without Your Love Gun"? No, I have not,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
but I would check it out. I love some George Michael.
I,
Uh,
George Michael sucks.
he did, not me though.
We gotta do the yin and yang, man. I like George Michael. Well, I don't.
TJ James just saw Motley Crue for the seventh time in Sydney with Def Leppard last week and had a ball. You probably had two of them in your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
TJ James, incapable of unbiased judgment, but loved it. Yeah. So I can't
The
listen.
guy is so biased, it's not even funny.
Brenda also brought up another great factoid that I knew, that Fraley's Comet, the Live Plus One shit, that was recorded at the Brawl Room.
Yeah.
Brenda knows her shit. I like this.
Well, she's my girl, man. I don't. Hey, man, if I'm gonna have a girlfriend,
Yeah.
she's gonna be
Good
awesome.
job, counselor. I approve.
That got me an awesome girlfriend that hopefully will stay away from big black cock.
Eric, RMCP, why do people like that shitty Seventh Son of a Seventh Son album?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. You do, Ian, because you like that crap.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I loved it when it came out, and it's one of those, like, at the time, but it has not aged well for me at all. But I mean, there's songs that I love, like I still love Infinite Dreams, and I know you hate that song. I love Infinite Dreams, but it's too, I don't know how to describe it. The keyboards on Somewhere in Time do not bother me. The guitar synth, but the keyboards on Seventh Son really do bother me. And I don't know why that it's held in such esteem. I don't know if it's more of an era thing, like people who grew up then. I don't know, but yeah, it doesn't hold up for me. You know, like where Ralph cuts off at Power Slave. You know, I'm Somewhere in Time guy. But yeah, I don't get the love for that album, or why it's in. You know, to me, it's like what most people think about No Prayer. Like, a couple good ones.
If you love Somewhere in Time, then you must understand the love of cock.
Yes. But again, like I said, that was my gateway to Maiden. That was my first Maiden. If I was like you and knew the other stuff before, I probably wouldn't like it as much. I mean, I know that, because there's a lot of other bands. If I'm into them when they're heavy, it's not about like they're my band and you can't listen to it. But if I'm into them when they're heavy and then you change your sound, I would have been the same way as you. Buzzing Frets loves TJ Tim James. Kyron says, "What do you guys think of the music video for the Beatles Now and Then?" Incredible.
I cried.
Great job.
I cried. Yeah. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I think you motherfuckers just want to make me cry, because I keep talking about this shit makes me cry. You motherfuckers keep asking about it. And why don't you play Daniel? Make his ass fucking cry.
Yeah, that'll do it.
God damn it. Yeah, no, gorgeous. And like I said, I love those reaction videos. Go, you know, a little bit goes a long way with me. Like I'll watch a couple and I'll think, hey, that's funny, and then it's like, they get old real quick. But man, watching all these different reaction videos to that one, and like I said in the episode, you know, black people, white people, Americans, you know, British people, just seeing the overall reaction of basically everybody tearing up. You know, I even watched a metal dude who I didn't even think he would like the Beatles, and you could tell he's fighting it. He doesn't do it, but you could tell, like, he keeps silent, you know, because he knew he was on the verge, and that's just that's the power of the Beatles, man.
I saw a YouTuber that hated it.
Really?
He was from France.
Oh, well, fuck him. Fuck him. Fucking French fucks. Fucking French, man. I bet they all like Sammy. I bet he's big. He's probably bigger than fucking Jerry Lewis. Fucking French. We fucking started. Those fucking mongrels. But no, seriously, I did only see one person that objected to it, and it was somebody that I hold their opinion in high esteem. I think they're a very this dude Rick Beto. Do you know who he is? He's got a very popular YouTube channel.
No, but he can go suck it because Eddie Canistracci, that guy loves it. All right.
Yeah.
I stand behind. That other guy, look, this is what I think of him. All right. Ready?
Yeah. I heard it. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing he said he didn't like come out and say he hated it, but he said he didn't like the way it had a modern like drum sound and stuff. He thought it like the mix of old and new, like sonically didn't work out, and I think that's crazy. I think it sounded
Yeah,
incredible.
well, you know what? I don't like the fact that he has subscribers that aren't on my page. So fuck him.
Yep, there you go. All right, let me scroll up. God damn it. All right, here we go. Every time I scroll up too, I got to hit the button to get. I got to look at us live because it fucks me up if I just do the YouTube and shit's all out of sync.
Let's go 10 more minutes. Well, let's go till 10:30. How's that?
Okay, that's fine.
22 minutes from now. 22 more minutes.
Okay. Leslita said, "What do you think Ace Frehley was referring to when he said he would tell secrets about Paul Stanley?"
It would. I'll tell you right now. It would be lies because Ace Frehley told a bunch of lies to that ex-fiance he had.
Yeah.
At Rachel, that they try to get him to the Bahamas to murder him. All this bizarre.
Yeah.
You know, Gene Simmons with 13-year-old and shit. I mean, some of it may be true, but I think that in the end, I think Ace just spoke spur of the moment. And I had a feeling, I was like, yeah, next week, I bet he's not going to say shit.
Yeah.
And to even prove it, Paul Stanley, according to Ace, called Ace and said, you know what, Ace, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, like taunting him to tell. But there's
Yeah.
no, it could have been lies, and he would have got his ass sued, you know?
And what can he say? You know, oh, he's going to out Paul when everybody knows that Ace Frehley sucked Peter Chris's cock, you know? And I wish I could remember. I've got it on a hard drive somewhere, this Kiss documentary. Ace is a real piece of shit as a human being. I mean, I know a lot of people, it's his favorite. He's your favorite member. And yeah, you know, there's shit about Ace that's cool. But as a human being, he's a lazy piece of shit. And doesn't treat people around him very well. And I mean, this is just story after. When you hear all of these, okay, it's not like it's being made up. And sorry to burst your bubble.
I believe it 100%. I think he is a piece of shit. And he's still my favorite member. I love him. I still love him.
Well,
I know he's a piece of shit.
You can't judge. He's in a band full of people who are pieces of shit.
Yeah, Paul is a piece of shit.
You know? They're all horrible people. There's a lot of people that say like Peter is better now, but I mean, look at all the stories of him in the past and everything. And when I met him, he was a piece of shit. It's pretty bad. Gene was the nicest guy that I met out of that band. That's sad. That's sad. Gene showed the most like respect and actually give you time and stuff, and that's bad when you have to say Gene Simmons is a stand-up guy, you know. And I'm not talking about anybody else like Bruce. They could be nice people. I heard great things about Eric Carr. I'm talking about the original four. You know, the only ones that really matter. You know, they're all pieces of shit. Let's see. Future Squash. Best song off Satan's Court in the Act.
Ooh. Blade. That would be my favorite song.
I don't know. I listened to that album once and I really loved it, but I don't know the song titles. But it was a very good album. I did enjoy it.
I saw them recently. I never thought I've owned that album since 1984. Never thinking I'd ever see them. They came down to South Florida. This place called Piper's. I couldn't believe it. This was like a month ago. And you know, here's the wild thing about Satan. They're all original members since 84.
That's killer.
That is awesome.
Hannah Montana says favorite songs from the first 3 Steel Panther albums.
Asian Hookers, my all-time favorite.
I love Fat Girl. Um, I really love the one about the girl getting all the cum on her face.
Bukkake
Uh,
Tears.
yeah, I love. I know. You thankfully played that for me on your radio show, and I know you really didn't want to, but I love that song. Um, and what I think was so amazing about that song, I mean, not only was it like funny lyrics, but musically, whether you like it or not, they nailed the music of that era. I mean, that song musically sounded like it came out at the height of cock rock, and I love that the attention to detail. They didn't try to modernize it. I mean, that shit seriously. But their shit's funny. But I love those first three. I think it's kind of getting a little thin now. I
Yeah,
haven't heard
no,
one from
after
them.
the first three albums,
Yeah,
it's been downhill for me. But I love Glory Hole. It's one of my favorites.
yeah.
I love the one that's something I can't remember the title. It's like "To Be So Wonderful Like Me" or something like that. It's a song
Okay.
of him like bragging about himself. I love that song.
Yeah, I love the one about if you really really love me. I love that
Yeah,
one too.
I like
Um,
suck. Suck it. Oh fuck! It's getting. He got bit by a snake, a rattlesnake on his dick, and he's telling the girl to suck the poison.
okay, I got to piss real bad. Ralph, your thoughts on Obsession, Scared for the Life album, and favorite track?
Scarred for Life. My favorite track from Scarred for Life is really technically my favorite song off Scarred for Life is the bonus track. Stuck in the Shadows. But if we're not talking about the bonus track, I have to go with Bang 'Em Till You Bleed. I love Obsession. My favorite is the next album. God damn it. What's the name of the next album again? Methods to Madness, is it? Fucking amazing. That's an amazing band. Ian interviewed the singer. Now I'm having a brain fart of his name. He was in Mike Viscera. Funny thing about Mike Viscera, you know why Yngwie kicked him out of the band was he found out that he was fucking Yngwie's wife at the time. That's a no-no. It's the same thing with that guy from Poison, Richie Kotzen. He fucks Ricky Rocket's wife. It's like you're in Poison. You can have any shit. You fuck your drummer's wife. Bizarre shit going on there, but yeah, Scarred for Life, amazing album. Bang! I love Losing Your Mind. I love that album.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy we met at Rockin' Pod 2?
Yeah, I was telling everybody we interviewed him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. We didn't bring this up to him, but did you know why he got kicked out of Yngwie's band when he was Yngwie Malmsteen's singer?
Because Yngwie's a dick?
Because he fucked Yngwie's wife.
Oh, good for him. Good for him. Okay, Eric Rmcp. God damn it. All right. How about this? I know you said 10:30. Nobody asked no more questions.
Yeah,
and
stop.
let's get through what's left.
So you can get every question.
And let's see. I'm going to check right now. Scribble's got the last one about Tommy Lee. That is the last one we are going to go over.
Right on.
Okay. So let me go back here because there's something pretty good here. Here's a big question. Who do you think raped Janie Lane? I have not watched these videos yet, but I saved them. Like, I'll go through YouTube, like, okay, I'm going to watch that later. And I saw there's two videos. There's a part 1 and 2 about who raped Janie Lane. I have not watched them, but my guess is Michael Anthony. Normally I would go with Sammy, but Sammy likes to be fucked. So I'm going to go with Michael Anthony. Or Vic Johnson, the big black cock from the Wabba Rabbas or whatever the fuck their name
Yeah, I
is.
don't want my girlfriend near that dude.
Yeah, Vic Johnson. Even his name sounds like
Yeah,
it'll hurt.
Big Johnson. Remember Magic Johnson? Got
Hmm.
hit and he's still alive today. I guess he
Yeah,
really did have a Magic Johnson. But
yeah. He'd fuck your wife, she'd disappear. She ain't coming home. It's magic. So did you watch these videos, Ralph?
I saw one thing and it made it really look like it's Rob Halford because Bobby Brown was being interviewed on some other shit and they brought
Mm-hmm.
up Judas Priest and she really showed a disdain for Judas Priest and she even mentioned like not really the music, it's just something I know, something like that. She said that made it sound like it was Rob Halford. And then they did all this research around the timeline when he was raped. And at that time, Rob Halford had a male manager, and Janie Lane uh, was talking about that. He got raped by a big time heavy metal star with their manager, with the guy's manager. So it sounds like it's Rob Halford, which is shocking to me that Rob Halford would rape anybody. But
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type, and
yeah,
depending on the time frame, I definitely don't think after he got sober. So
yeah, who knows?
but I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I can't say. But like I said, I think Michael Anthony.
Makes sense.
Uh, okay. Hannah Montana wants to know what's a better re-recording album: "Still Hungry" by Twisted Sister or "Second Coming" by Striper?
Oh, Second Coming by far. Second Coming's actually pretty damn good.
I'm gonna go with Turbo Faster because I've never heard the Striper shit.
Oh,
Uh,
that Twisted Sister was horrible.
yeah, I was not a fan of that. D. Snyder should be fucking kissing Tom Werman's ass instead of talking shit about him.
Gosh, does he? Man, my hero's turned into such a douche lately.
Yeah. Scribble says, "Are you guys still cool with Wang? Have you heard his new show with Sink and Stanley?" Uh, I love Wang. I did. I saw like a little episode of it, and I told Wang about it. I love Wang. Wang is Wang, and Wang does Wang the best. God dang. Um, and I love Tim Breen as a person. Uh, Tim is a sweetheart of a guy. I'm not. The Sink and Stanley shit gets old with me. The voice and everything, and the constantly making fun of Paul. I mean, I guess you could say we beat a dead horse with the Sammy thing, but it's like he's got a whole voice and everything, and I just a little bit goes a long way. But I like Wang, and as long as they're fucking happy and having a good time, I wish them nothing but success. I mean, Tim has done amazing with this Sink and Stanley. I mean, his numbers are through the roof, man, and Kiss fans eat this shit up. So I couldn't be happier for him. It's just not my thing personally, but I love them both. Wish them nothing but the best. Let's see. Vincent Longo, favorite Sepultura song.
Ooh. Damn. Oh.
I know Ralph's gonna hate this, and I
Yeah.
don't know. This could
You're,
change.
you're into that Sepul two-pack crap.
No, I love it all. I mean, I honestly do. I love all Sepultura, and I really enjoy those Cavalier conspiracies that they just put out where they re-recorded the first two that I didn't really care for. I like them so much better now. Um, but if I had to pick a go-to song, I know Ralph's gonna hate it. I'd say "Refuse, Resist." I love Chaos AD, and I know you don't, but
I hate it.
and I love all the shit with Derek Green. I really do.
Oh,
Great band.
either Troops of Doom or Dead Embryonic Cells or
I love.
Mass Hypnosis. I love
Yeah,
three of them pretty much equal.
I love that shit. Um, TJ James sat down and listened to A Matter of Life and Death last week. Two decent songs. The rest was just awful. Um, I would say out of like since Bruce came back, it's my second favorite, but that's not saying much. That being said, I love the reincarnation of Benjamin Bregg.
That's the
But
only
if
thing I like.
but if they trimmed it fucking down, that's my whole problem with all this shit. I like what's the first one? Brave New World. I like Brave New World, but from Dance of Death onto the new one, every song is like fucking 42 minutes too long. And it's repetitive. It's all the same shit. I can't believe you came around to that Dance of Death shit.
Yeah, I ended up loving them.
I remember the first time I heard that, I don't think I've been that disappointed in a Maiden album since fucking Virtual 11.
Yeah, I felt that way back then too. But
Yeah, and
I got
maybe, yeah,
I got paid to do a track by track, listen to it. I was like, fuck, this is good.
maybe my opinion will change. I mean, I don't want to hate Maiden. I just don't like their shit anymore. But I want to. It's just I'm trying to force myself, but they make it fucking hard. Uh, let's see. Hannah Montana, do you like the new Rolling Stones album?
Yes, I love it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I like that it's not too long. I think a Bigger Bang has better songs, but there's too many fucking songs on it. I thought Voodoo Lounge was a great modern, I mean, I know it's like 94 now, but again, too many fucking songs. Trim it down. It's not bad, but I'm missing Charlie. You can hear the difference. But I've heard a lot worse, man. I've heard a lot worse, and it's the Stones. To me, the greatest rock and roll band of all time. I always say the Beatles is the greatest band of all time. The Stones is the greatest rock and roll band of all time, and Van Halen's the greatest American band of all time. Everything else is up for discussion. But yeah, not bad, not bad. But I don't know. I'm being realistic. I don't know how much I'm going to go back and listen to it. So
I really love it. I think there's two clunkers on there, and one of them is the one everybody loves, Lady Gaga. I hate that fucking song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was great either.
I thought it sucked, and it had Stevie Wonder on it.
I love the one with Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that was good. But there was another song on there. Now I can't remember the name. That Edwin hates that album.
Yeah.
But the one song I hated on it, he liked. I was like, wow, that's the one song I really hate on this album. But whatever. It's a great album. I thought it was great.
This is funny. TJ James says Final Frontier was much better than Life or Death. I disagree. Although there is one song on fucking Final Frontier that I absolutely love, but that's about the only one. And a lot of people don't talk about it. I can't remember the name offhand, but there's one that I really like, but the rest was like, oh, and I saw that tour. And you saw it too, Ralph. Terrible. I felt so bad. I took a friend who had never seen them before. And he got to hear like 3 songs that he knew. I felt really bad for him. We drove all the way to Houston for that, and like got a hotel for the weekend, and I really felt bad for him. TJ James says
it sucks we get Maiden questions, not Saxon questions.
Yeah, we need more Saxon questions.
The better.
Oh, I got to tell you this. You'll laugh at this. So after we did the Saxon episode, it just so happened like some Saxon shit came up. Like the videos you watch on YouTube dictate the shit they show you, the whole anal rhythm and shit. So this thing came up, a Saxon documentary, and it was Brody that did it. It was that Downfall Network.
Yeah.
And no, the kid never did nothing to me. I've heard all kinds of fucked up shit about Brody. He never did anything to me personally. But he was so annoying, I turned it off after like a minute and a half. because I couldn't take his voice and the way he was talking, and I really wanted to see it. It's like a fucking hour and something documentary. I'm like, great, this band deserves this, but I thought he was so like, ugh.
Yeah,
It's something that
yeah. I love Brody. I mean, I've had a lot of problems with him. We've had a lot of
yeah.
fights, but then in the end, we were cool with each other. But he really is. He would tell me how to run my channel.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing too many track by track. You're doing this, that, and don't watch, man. Don't watch.
Did he tell you how to fuck kids too?
Oh man, let's not go into that.
Okay. Anyway, he liked Sammy Hagar. But anyway, something I will recommend to people, and I'm so glad it's been years, but the Rageaholic finally did another Metal Mythos, and he did one on Alice Cooper.
And it was really well done.
I haven't seen the whole thing. I fell asleep, but not because it was shitty, just because I started watching it late and I had to go to work.
Totally bashed Dirty Diamonds.
Oh wow, I love that album.
Yeah, he bashed it hard.
Oh wow.
And he liked like Paranormal more. I was like, damn.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I think I made it to like Lace and Whiskey and fell asleep. But I love when Rageaholic does the Metal Mythos, man. I hate his fucking politics. And it sucks that like that's what gets the numbers and that's who gives him money. So he definitely went way more into the politics and shit. And I could give a fuck about his video game shit. Grow the fuck up. Fucking adults playing video games. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, good to see him do a Metal Mythos, man. You know, he does a good job on that shit. I'll give credit where credit's due.
Alice Cooper was good.
Awesome. All right. Scribble. Okay. Actually, one came in right after Scribble, so we only got two left, so I'm fine with that. Scribble says, just saw an interview with Tommy Lee saying Method of Mayhem was ahead of its time.
It was off time. It sounded like Limp Bizkit and Korn and all that crap.
He says Tommy makes Fred Durst sound like Rakim. That was some horrible, horrible shit. Horrible shit. But if you like it, you probably like fucking For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge.
I saw like 2 songs. Thank God nobody ever paid me to do a track by track. That's a man.
You shouldn't have said that shit, Ralph.
Yeah. Now
why did you say that shit?
Somebody, well, you better pay me good, or you're getting your money back. Yeah, because I saw like 2 videos back in the day, and it was just. It was of the time. It was everything that was popular then. It was no different than Korn and Crazy Town and Limp Bizkit. It was all the same crap.
Hey, Tommy Lee is no Shifty Shell Shock.
Yeah.
Come, my lady, come, my lady. Oh, by the way, Bobby 87. We said no more things, so sorry. Anyway. So this May I'm turning 50, and I decided what I want for my birthday, Ralph.
What?
I want a track by track for my birthday.
Okay, I got you.
And I know one of the bands, but I'm gonna think long and hard about who it's gonna go up against, and what I'm leaning towards is a band that's completely opposite of the other band. Are you cool with that, or do you think that makes for a shittier track by track?
I'm cool with it, but my viewers, the anal portion of my viewers will leave stupid comments like, "This doesn't even make sense. Apples and oranges." But yeah, I'm cool. And even if nobody watches, I'm cool with it, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, no. I was thinking. Like I said, I know the one band, and it's a band that you love. But I was thinking to myself, would it be more interesting if I picked another band like this band, or I picked something like totally like, and I'm not going to pick anything you hate. I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah, don't pick Methods of Man.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know I would definitely pick an album that I know you like, or a band I know you like, but I'm thinking about going like, way off the spectrum. But I was going to ask you, like, if you're cool with that, or do you think that would make for a shittier track by track?
Whatever you want, bro. For your birthday, I'll do it for your birthday.
I appreciate it.
Right on.
Okay, so last question. Bobby87 says Saw G. Mine is probably the one from Like Fire. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Did he ask another question after that?
Fuck, I don't know. I saw his name like fucking 2 hours ago. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, favorite track off Obsession. He asked that. He says mine is probably the one from Like Fire. So it must have been
Okay. Yeah, he's
related to
talking
that.
about the band Obsession.
Yeah. Very nice guy, though, that guy from Obsession.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I was really happy for you because I knew what a fucking fan you were, and this dude. I mean, you guys heard the audio, but I mean, I was sitting right there, and the shit that Ralph was referencing and saying to him, you could tell this guy was like really happy because he knew Ralph really knew his music and was really an honest fan.
Remember, I read him lyrics that I wrote for Combat. Never got recorded, but I wrote a song called Obsession, where the lyrics with all their song titles blending together.
Right.
And I was blown away by that.
If I remember correctly, didn't he go out to his car like to get you like something?
Sure.
Like he was
He went out to his car and came back with a shirt, an Obsession shirt for me.
Yeah. He was very, very nice guy, and that was a lot of fun. And he had to sit there and look at me in a dress and makeup.
He wasn't only, in Ingve, he was also in Loudness for a while.
Right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
He released 2 amazing albums with him. Mike Becerra, man. Great dude.
Yeah, that's a guy. That's a guy. Well, awesome, man. I had a lot of fun tonight. And
I want to thank everybody that came and asked all these glorious questions. I really had a lot of fun tonight, and I wish we'd do more of this.
Yeah, and we will. This is stuff that's going to be on the Patreon, though. And yes, I've had a lot of issues with the Patreon. Chris Sinzak said he can work through my issues. So probably next weekend, I'm going to be working with him on that. So everybody show some love to Sinzak, man. He does so much for us. It's just incredible. But
and just to let you all know how stupid Ian and I are, that we need a Pollock to show us how to work.
Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. But thankfully we have him. And this is going to be something that's more going to be when we set up the Patreon. This will be for people who take part in that. But I love doing it. It's been too long. We did the episode last night. We did this show for you tonight. Ralph and I are going to record another episode tomorrow. And I'm going to work on scheduling these last fucking fan episodes we have. So, apologize for the delay. It's all been on my side, not been on Ralph's side. If you guys know, this guy puts up fucking 37 videos a fucking day. So, Ralph's working.
What sucks is I was supposed to say in the beginning of the show what I said at the end of the show last night was, don't ask me when the next Rock and Metal Combat podcast is. Ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. Ian knows. I don't.
Yeah, I tell you, and don't bother me. I got a lot of shit on my plate. You get it when you get it, motherfucker.
Yeah, just wait. No, wait. I don't know. I know less than you do. So
right. But the thing is, like, if anybody's worried, there's nothing wrong with the show. It's just scheduling issues, Ralph and I love doing this shit. I think this is some of the most fun we've ever had. The many, many years we've been doing it. It's going to be 10 years in 2024. 10 years we've been doing this fucking show. And I think this is some of the most fun and some of the best episodes we've done. I still think we have a lot left in the tank, a lot to offer. And shit, trust me, once we get done with these fan episodes, we're going to go in even more directions. We're going to have more shit to offer once we get the Patreon thing worked out. And everything's going to work out, it just, takes a little time, but there you go. But thank you, everybody. And to those of you who are watching this later, shame on you. But thank you. Hit that fucking like button, subscribe, and all this shit.
People got things to do.
Yeah, I get it, but
I
this
appreciate
is a major event. We're stars, god damn it. You know, this is a big
I
deal.
appreciate them watching us, even if it is later.
Yeah.
Y'all, man.
But yeah, check this out. You could have got your dumbass question answered,
Yeah,
if you would have showed up on time.
exactly.
But we love you guys. Thank you so much. And check out our new episode on Saxon. And we got a new one that we're going to record tomorrow. So, Rock and Metal Combat Podcast, baby.
Yeah, the first Black Sabbath album review is coming at you. We're going to record
Damn
tomorrow,
straight.
and we'll have it up very soon.
And, in closing, I just want to say, there's a lot of rough shit going on in the world. We got wars going on right now. You got people fucking, taking their hatred out on Jews. You got people taking their hatred out on Palestinians. Fuck all that shit, man. If you love this show, you go fucking take out a fucking Hagar fan. Put the hatred where it deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
all
on
right.
there, Ian. And again, thank you, everybody. I'm not doing the Zeke Heil shit. I'm not into that. All right?
Yeah. It's white wine.
I'm doing the little wave. All right?
I'm throwing gang signs.
Cuban power.
Cuban power. That shit will turn a Studebaker into a submarine and get you to Florida. That shit's real.
Yep. And only the first Terminator movie is real.
Yeah. Blows away the second one. That's science.
Kid. Don't kill him, Terminator.
Don't do it. Fuck that shit. Terminator 1.
That is an awesome way to end the show.
Bye-bye.
Smack him a gob. All right, Ian. This is going to hang up on you.
Okay.